Let's see. All right. Knicks fans, welcome to another episode of Delusional Knicks Fan Network, where we bring you that Knicks content that you need. We are back live. New York Knicks against the Portland Trailblazers. That's pretty much who we played the other game. We are going against the Sacramento Kings, the 10-20 Sacramento Kings. But this is a team that's coming off back-to-back wins. As they beat the Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Lakers. I feel like this is a similar situation to when we faced Portland, and Portland was on a 5-game winning streak, and people was like, well, it's the Portland Trailblazers. Anybody could beat the Portland Trailblazers. But they were on a winning streak, knocking out some of the top teams. This Portland, they beat Houston actually twice, and they beat the San Antonio Spurs during that stretch, and I believe it was the Pelicans as well. But with the Kings, even though they're 10-20, like I stated, they came from a 124 to 112 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Lakers are one of the top teams out west. So that is a situation for us to deal with tonight. But they are dealing with injuries. As Dennis Schroeder, he's out, but he's not from an injury. It's from him being aggressive towards Luka Doncic, as he was getting into altercations with Luka. Man, actually try to put up some fist fight with Luka Doncic. That's too funny. But we see how that ended with some suspensions. Isaiah Stevens is out for them. Keegan Murray, who I was actually looking forward to seeing that matchup of Keegan Murray and probably OG. Keegan is a player that I actually like. But he's out with an ankle injury. And the reason why they're actually 10-20 is their main star, Sabonis. He's out, and he's been out for the longest. But you look at a estimate return date, it's looking like he should be coming back this week, as he's been out for a long stretch. If I was him, I'll wait it and take a seat. Jackal, what it do? Jackal 100%. Let's get this stuff. I appreciate you, Jackal, always coming in, stepping in, seeing how things going. But you are correct. Let's get this dub today. It should be an easy win, but they still have really good players that I like with Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is, multi-dunk champion, ultra athletic, someone that can get, catch on fire really quickly and do his thing. Russell Westbrook was technically the best point guard in the world, as he's like top 10 in all categories in point guard. So they still got Russ. And DeMar DeRozan. DeMar is a significant player, someone that's multifaceted. Couldn't obviously get it over the hump in Toronto, but been bouncing around. But he is 36. He is an 89 baby with me and DeMar. So I know how that body is and how that aching is at that age. But he's still a productive power forward. And I've seen he bulked up too. So it's really going to be an interesting game. Knicks do not need to kind of sleep on these guys tonight as we get it going. But a starting lineup, Brunson, McHale, Hart, Towns, and OG. Again, Precious is in the starting lineup, so good to face his old team. But Precious, you got Renard, Westbrook, DeMar, and Zach LaVine. So we are going to switch over and jump right into the play calling as Knicks win the tip off. Let's see, get this going. Oh, okay, let me see. I did not add the window capture, so let's throw the window capture up for them. And all right, we are off. Looks like Brunson getting that early bucket as we start this out. So it's going to be a long night for Portland. But off the rip, you got Precious Atua with a wonderful attack. Josh Hart off the rebound. Let's see, Josh pushing the pace back out to Cat. Cat should feast all night as its Knicks are up early, 4-0, back-to-back buckets. This should be easy pickings for the Knicks tonight. Ultra easy pickings. Let's see what Sacramento run. Another high pick and roll. Knicks should switch everything tonight, to be honest with you. And we're about DeMar Midi. DeMar Midi is going to be similar to Devin Booker Midi. Like, that's instant cash for them all night. So Knicks should be good money. As we got OG gets into the paint, deep body, lost his footing, back out to Josh. Josh gonna have to let it fly tonight too. But Cat over Russ, rebound Zach LaVine. Look, this possibly an easy bucket for Zach. Zach run the pick and roll. He got Cat on him. Sidestep three is cash. Like I said, look, easy buckets, right? 5-4. JB bringing the ball down, coming into the paint. Let's see, run a high pick and roll. Nope, goes against it. Swinging top of the key to Cat. Cat's at the 45 angle, waiting for OG to cut through, and he does, but stolen by DeMar. Look, what they think. Russ in the paint. Russ is attacking. Dish it out to Precious. Precious gets into the paint, fouled, and one. Look, I told him, look, not to sleep on these guys tonight. Not to sleep. Not to sleep. Sacramento on that 7-0 run to start out little sloppy, but look, it's easy buckets for them. Let me see what this says. Fool around. Welcome. O for club. Nah. Auto accept guest request. Just checking. Let's see. JB bringing that ball up. What is the swipe? Swipe to close. What it do? Talking Knicks right now. We'll see. Checking it out. Right now, Jalen Brunson, top of the key. Would they run a flare for Cat? Cat and Brunson. Look, Brunson going ISO Brunson. Get him in the midi. Left-hand bucket is cash money right now. 6 to 8 Knicks right now. Let me know. Keep going. Yeah, I ain't worried about that. Let's see. Rush pass it off. Let's see what we working with. Look, DeMar DeRozan gets mid-range. That's going to be a midi all day. And if we got Josh guarding DeMar, that's food. As it's 6 to 10 right now. That's going to be food. Look, JB top of the key, pull up for the mid-range, no good. Look, Sacramento ball. Look, Sacramento, they can't be playing these lackluster. What we got? Lackluster gets into the paint. Let's see the rush out. See, look, easy bucket, 6 to 12. As a timeout is called. It's easy. It's going to be easy pickings. Look, if Knicks do not pick it up, it's going to be a problem tonight. 6 to 12 right now for the Sacramento. Easy buckets. Easy buckets. That's crazy. Right now it's 6 to 12 as we are watching the Knicks play Sacramento Kings right now, and it's not looking good for my Knicks. So far, DeMar DeRozan is pretty much putting in work, 2 for 2 from the field. It's easy buckets for DeMar DeRozan. Honestly, real easy buckets for DeMar. We got frequently asked questions, set goal. Nah, we're not doing that. What it do? Let me see. But Knicks need to be aggressive tonight against Sacramento. 4 points from JB, 2 for 3. Only aggressive one. Cat, 1 for 2 from the field. It's Sacramento's offense tonight. It's going, like I stated, it's going to be aggressive. You got Russ, who's going to run on the fast break. He's going to be pretty much really quick. and putting that pressure on the defense. DeMar, mid-range assassin, he's going to be in the paint, putting the pressure on the ball. He can also pass. You also got to worry about free throws with DeMar. So it's a ton and a bunch of things that you have to worry about when you're guarding Sacramento. And then Precious. Precious able to stretch the floor. He got an and one. He's also mobile. So it's going to be a long night, especially if the Knicks do not come out prepared and ready to dominate. Cause she said you be betting, you should be killing the parlays. I 100%. I do bet. I do bet. We speak about the betting aspects as well. I could probably pull up the screen here. Let me see. All right, we can leave the screen here. We always talk about the over and under on the side. Me, I'm a money line guy. So if you're going to bet, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on YouTube, bet responsibly. But I do be talking about that. I'm a money line guy. I only bet straight. Right now, they have the, let's see where the money line matchup is. They got Sacramento at +2. So most likely the Knicks is probably at a +7 or +5. So you definitely go money line. Over and under. I don't see the over and under aspect up here at the moment. But usually over and under probably like 238, 237. So it really depends on what you're getting into on the over or under for Knicks and Sacramento. So it's really that. But look, soon as Knicks come out of that timeout, run the OTAs out to OG. OG quickly with a quick bucket. Got to be aggressive, but it's defense because all they're gonna do is run pick and roll. As DeMar going ISO, pass it out to their big, and it's okay. No foul call. We'll take it. No foul call. We like that. But right now it's 8-12. All right, 8-12. He says, but I get what you mean. Oh yeah, definitely. He said, yo, I bet once that the Knicks would be tied at the half and won like 300 from a $5 bet. Look, that's what's up. That's what's up. Those bets. I don't really get involved in those bets. Honestly, I know what bets you're talking about. Those are taking risks on those because we're taking those bets. For me, I just do straight money line anytime I bet Knicks or anytime I bet football. It's straight money line. But I learned the lesson that never bet on your favorite team because that's the easy way, the easy way for you to lose that money. The easy way. But currently, right now, it's 8-12. Sacramento's kind of beating the Knicks, and right now, Sacramento game plan. Honestly, it's probably going to be a lot of ISO ball, and it's up to the wing stop tonight to put that pressure on them. As look, DeMar is foul baiting as he's head to the line. And how many fouls is on Mikel? Just one foul is on Mikel. So we'll just take that one. We'll just take that one foul on Mikel. But nah, kudos to you though, cuz for definitely getting winning off that sports bet. Me, I do not have luck on that aspect. Especially at trying to bet on the Knicks. Let me see. As I did not have the chat up. All right. Right now, DeMar DeRozan heading to the free throw line. Easy buckets for DeMar as he knocks down both free throws. Knicks bringing the ball up. Let's see. Knicks need to run a set. That's one thing. We're so stagnant in our offensive stat. Like, coach want us to move with pace. And JB brings the ball up. Oh, he falls on the floor. And he looked like he is hurt. As Precious gets to the paint. As Brunson might have sprained that ankle. But he's right back up. Deuce passes it over to Josh. Josh Hawk 3, no good. Rebound by Cat. but he is out of bounds as it is 8-16. As Brunson trying to catch his bearings. Look, if JB is hurt, it's going to be a long night. If JB is hurt, it's going to be a long night. It is going to be a long night if JB hurt. But he stays in the game, guarding Russ. Rushes to smelling blood because he's attacking Brunson. Back out to, I don't know who that is. That is Renard pulling three-pointer, their center, as Josh Hart loses the ball. Look, coming out flat. This is a team, right? We thought coming off the rip, Knicks are going to dominate this game. Knicks are going to come out. But this is all Sacramento right now. This is all Sacramento as Brunson headed back. Yep. As Jordan Clarkson coming to the game. What a way to start. Knicks with 3 turnovers, Sacramento with none. As they are just Precious Achua, revenge game. Precious with leading Sacramento with 7 as Deuce missed the layup. Knicks are just coming out flat with 2 days of rest. Sacramento, like you said, won their last game against the Lakers, so they might have found a rhythm or a rotation. As Zach LaVine comes off, step back for the three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Deuce. Deuce is slowly bringing the ball up. Back out to Cat. Now this is Cat time. No captain. As Cat, easy bucket, gets into the paint. Let's go. All right, we got to get some defense going. Let's go. Knicks stole the ball. You got Jordan Clarkson pulling up for the three-pointer in transition. No good. Rebound by Precious. Currently 10-18. Look, Knicks is doing their thing. I'm not going to lie. Look, got DeMar on the paint. All he do is mid-range spin around over Deuce. Easy basket. 10-20 right now. As the Knicks are like destroying the homecoming for Coach. As Cat gets into the paint and it is fouled as he's heading to the line. This is crazy. Knicks is coming out flat. Says JB got 9 assists, y'all win. Anything less will be a loss. Nah, JB don't even average 9 assists. That man is just pure bucket getter. I think he's averaging like, 7 assists right now. So we'll see. But he's definitely behind. As Cat missed the free throw. What's going on with my Knicks, man? We had numerous days of being off. We come out ultra flat in this first quarter. All right, Precious is giving it to us. DeMar, he's 3 for 3 from the field, so he's already in rhythm. He's already in rotation. So, and this is what happens with, Knicks. They coming in, they feeling confident. And I'm looking at now. So the money line, they got the Knicks at 210. And they got Sacramento at plus 57. So money line, that's Knicks trying to win it all the way. The over and under is 224. You got 110 on a 224 or 120. But the spread is minus 5.5 for the Knicks, plus 5 for 5 for Sacramento. As Cat gets into the paint, no good. Sacramento in transition. You got DeMar gets into the paint, pass it out to Precious. Precious scores again. Knicks are behind. It's 11-22. Knicks are behind by 11. As we try to find something to get it going. As Knicks, the offense is not free flowing. Sacramento is stopping all our sets. That's a good pass. OG out to Yabusele. Yabusele for three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Clarkson. Clarkson with the hook shot. 13-22. What are we supposed to do in this aspect? Being behind in Sacramento. Sacramento, mind you, a team that is 10 for 20. They're literally 10 games under 500, but can't guard. As DeMar DeRozan gets a floater in, it is 13-24. As the Knicks cannot stop Sacramento from scoring. And this was the issue coming into the game. This is what I talked about prior before about the Knicks coming in flat against Sacramento. Like Sacramento just beat the Lakers, right? It's tough. As Deuce pulled up for the 3-pointer, no good. Yeah, the Knicks are all over the place right now. They are all over the place. As Precious passed it out, Zach LaVine missed a wide open 3, rebound by Precious. Knicks need to get in transition. We need easy buckets. Back out to OG. OG the cat run the floor. It's a bucket. All right, we'll take that bucket. We'll take the bucket. But right now it's 15-24. Knicks are behind. 15-24. Let's go to the box scores right now because it's looking horrible for us. Let's look at the box scores. Now, usually we initially start off with JB to start the game to get us going, to get us hot, to get something going. But it looked like JB twisted his ankle or his knee early in the game, so he's out. JB is out right now, so we need to rely on our players and ultimately Cat, which so far Cat has 7 points. 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. So he's going to have to be efficient tonight, which so far he is. So we'll see. Let me see. Oh yeah. Sorry about that, team. We not dealing with that. So with JB, he started out the game 2 for 3, 66% from the field, 4 points. He's done. Mikal, I don't know what's going on. Mikal had 6 minutes, no attempt to shoot or do anything. It seemed like he's clear all across the board. No assist, no rebound, just a personal foul. So if Brunson is down, we definitely need more ball handling out of Mikal. More attacking from Mikal, and he's going to have to be the initiator. With Josh only with 1 attempt. There's no reason why, Deuce comes off the bench. He has more attempts. Jordan Clarkson comes off the bench. He has more attempts. And Yabusele just comes into the game, and he has, the same amount of attempts as Josh Hart. This is going to be a long game. And I don't know if coach is able to adjust and make sure things are legit, because it's definitely going to be a long game. Definitely 15-24. Let me see what we dealing with. Yeah, I don't care. That's fine. That is fine. Look, Knicks down 9. I think we could crawl back, to be honest with you. We could definitely crawl back. Let me see. Let me move this over. Bring that there. Get into the shot. All right. Let's get it going. Ultimately, right now, it's weird too, because Sacramento's not really running crazy sets that the Knicks can't defend. They're really not. It's just DeMar pretty much creating in the ISO. As for the NBA, they called a carry. That is a first. You rarely hear carries being called or any of that being called, but that is fine. Deuce McBride bringing the ball up. It's guarded by Malik Monk. So Monk is in the game. As Knicks get stagnant in their play, Yabusele back out to Clarkson. Clarkson won the pick and roll with Mitch. Mitch comes out, and a foul is called. Great screen by Mitch. As Clarkson, since JB is down, is up to Clarkson to put in that work, honestly. And he's the type of player that can get the shots up in bunches. So this is a time period to have the Knicks attack, because they got Clifford in the game, Malik Monk, Cardwell, Zach LaVine, and Precious. So this is it's a mixed lineup. Knicks should be able to. As OG pulls up the 3, In and out, no good. Rebound by Sacramento as Levine is bringing the ball up. He gets into the paint, throws it up. Transition defense, Knicks. Come on. 15 to 26. That's supposed to be an easy stop. But like I said, Levine is explosive. But as he's called for a foul, as Yabusele tried to attack and get to the basket, no foul is called. So we'll take it 15 to 26 right now for the Knicks as they are down. Let's see, Deuce inbound to Mitch. Mitch at the top of the key. Look like they do a dribble handoff to Deuce. Deuce gets it to the paint, out to Yabo. Yabo for the three, no good. I don't even think the Knicks has hit a three-pointer so far. We usually rely three-point heavy. A lot of the offense are created towards the three-pointer, but no good as they run a simple pick and roll at the mid of the court as Sacramento is killing us. They are killing us. Whenever they run their action, their pick and roll action at the baseline, that short dribble pass is killing the Knicks. Precious right now, killing the Knicks. He's an old Knick player, but he stated that he's coming out with a vengeance. And you're seeing that as I would have loved to kept Precious as he misses the free throw. 15 to 26 currently. Sacramento. But Knicks, we just need some momentum. We need some good ball movement. But defense ultimately starts with defense. As Precious knocks down the free throw, it is 15 to 27. Knicks bringing the ball up. We need some type of motivation, right? We need some motivation right now. All right, Deuce back out to OG. OG catch and shoot, three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Zach LaVine. So look, put that pressure on him, right? Zach LaVine, he's trying to get up the court, but Knicks are putting that pressure on him. Back to Malik Monk. Malik Monk guarded by Clarkson. Look like he's going ISO. Tween. Gets into the pick and roll. Drops it off. I don't know why LaVine is wide open. Step back three-pointer. It is cash. Oh, my God. Knicks are down 15 as OG tries to get into the paint on the fast break, but is blocked. And Mikal with his first attempt, and then it, as finally Mikal gets us on the board. 17 to 30. As Malik Monk, top of the key. I think this is Monk first game back as he's been away for a while. As Knicks are called for a foul. Currently on the court for the Knicks right now is OG, Mikal, Mitch, Clarkson, and Deuce McBride. No JB, as JB is I don't know what's up with JB. I don't know if it's an ankle injury. I don't know what it is. LV Live, what it do, baby? What it do? Everybody definitely got to check out LV Live. Got one of the best channels, best network. My man puts in work all the time, whether it's Giants or Knicks. Great communicator, know how to express. He's that man. I'm not gonna lie. He's that man. He's that man. But Knicks are definitely not playing like they the man tonight, though. It's solid. DC, also what it do. That's also a solid dude. That's also a dope, amazing guy who holds it down. Appreciate you. But the Knicks are playing crazy right now. Crazy. 17 to 31. We are losing to the Sacramento team. A 10 and 30 team right now. Who's kind of on a run. They gave Lakers fits when they beat LA not too long ago. They beat the Rockets. So it seems like teams are catching a stride right before they play the Knicks. And we get their best. And the Knicks come in a little sloppy. That's the situation right now. 17 to 31. There's no excuse for this score at all. No excuse. As Ellis comes in. Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis is a player that I actually wanted the Knicks to go after. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a 6'5" guard. that plays phenomenal defense, can knock down a 3-point shot at a 40% clip. So I rock with Keon Ellis, but he's kind of been on the bench with Sacramento since all their injuries occurred, and they've been going with Russ. But let's see if the Knicks could get it going right now. 17-32, Knicks are bringing the ball up right now. They run a high pick and roll with Deuce. They don't hit the cutter. Back out to Clarkson. Clarkson out to Mikal. Mikal gets into the paint. Shot blocked. Oh, my God. As Malik Monk in transition for the three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Sacramento. They back out to Levine. And the shot clock never switched. Yeah, no, my Knicks is just behind. My Knicks are just behind. DC, do me a favor. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't know. It's like, is there a chat or something? I don't even see no chat, but if you can hear me, I didn't really check to see about the hearing aspect, to be honest with you. How about inviting viewers to join your live? Nah, we're not doing that. We not doing that. But let's go. A layup missed by Sacramento. Knicks is in transition. Josh Hart said, let me just get into the paint, draw a foul. With 23.9 to go. The Knicks is just 10 steps slow. He said, yeah, you're good. All right, appreciate it. Appreciate it. 17-32. I was not a... If I known the Knicks was going to come out dry like this, I wouldn't even try to set up a stream tonight. I would have chilled. Could have continued to play Turkov with DC if I knew that these guys were going to play horrible. As Josh Hart missed the free throw. Now, mind you, Knicks were in Portland. They had a couple games off. Right? Couple games off. The first time in a while they had 2 days off in between rest. And they come out ultra sloppy. As Josh missed the second free throw, rebound by Mitch. Back out to Mikal. Knicks have 10 seconds left to go. Mikal need to get a shot up. He calls for a pick and roll. He goes against it. Back out to Josh. Josh has to get the ball up with 3 seconds left to go. Mid-range, no good. Tip by Mitch. Mitch gets it back to Mikal. Mikal for the straight-on three-pointer. No good as well. Oh, yeah. The Knicks don't have it at all. The Knicks do not have it at all. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm about to say, yeah, no, DC. I don't, you could save your arm strength, my guy. I see you tapping over there. It's all good. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. You need that thumb. You need that thumb. You need that thumb. But 17-32 right now. Knicks are just ultra behind. 0 for 9 for 3. While Sacramento just has it going right now. Sacramento is playing on all levels. And it's showing tonight. Come on, boys, we got to pick it up. Jackal, this that West Coast swing right now. They playing well, technically it's not a late game out in Sacramento. It's 7:30 or 7 o'clock on their end. But what is going on, right? What is going on? Nick Post, what's going on with the Knicks right now, Nick Post? We are getting destroyed by Sacramento, 17-32. What's going on? JB looked like he might be hurt. Right? We cannot afford JB to be out right now. Especially when we have Boston on our tails as we trying to stay in the standings above Boston. Right? Look, we 25-14. Boston is 24-15. Boston with 2 losses. Knicks is just on a 1-game streak. We got to keep Boston at bay. Right? We gotta keep Boston at bay. Right? We still need to keep Detroit. We need to be on Detroit's tail. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the guys tonight. I don't. And then it's still a first quarter. Cat only with 5 attempts. That's no good. That's no good. The captain is out. So coach, this is on coach to adjust now. Don't keep Cat on his simple rotation minutes. Right? Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I don't know what's going on with these guys. Like it's ridiculous. Says Cool Breeze said, "Just give me this team healthy for the playoffs." I look. I'm with you on that, Cool Breeze. I'm with you. I'm with you. 100%. I'm with you. But you got Cap going out now. We need the standings. Home court, first round home court sounds good for us. All for the entire playoffs if we can at least get the first or at least a division. But yeah, like you said, get us healthy. I'm with you on that, Cool Breeze. I am with you on that. But once again, free throw foul shooting for DeMar DeRozan as he draws a foul. DeMar is the type of player that will get your entire team in foul trouble. He would shoot 10 to 15 attempts per game. This is DeMar DeRozan as this foul was called on Josh Hart. So Josh has one, Cat has one, and Mikal has one. All right? And this is going to be a game where you're going to see Coach. Coach is he's going to be going back and forth on who he wants to bring in, who he wants to play longer minutes. So, and Cat do not need to be in this passing mode, right? The offense, how it flows, a lot of people touch it. Look at this. As Kolek gets into the paint, got his shot blocked. I don't even know who this dude is. Who is this? This is Cardell. Right? Sacramento got players. I don't even know who they are. But yeah. But right now you got Cat going ISO on Cardell. Cat throws it up, no good. Rebound by Sacramento. Yeah, let's get some defense going. Let's get some defense going. As they leave Malik Monk wide open, no good. Knicks in transition. Let's go, Josh. Josh gets into the paint over Ellis, out to Mikal. Mikal catch and shoot threes. No good for Mikal. Yeah, nah, my Knicks are behind. They are going through it. Let's see. Malik Monk gets into the paint, throws it up for the alley-oop. Wow, Knicks are in the mud right now. 17 to 35. Right, Mikal bringing the ball up on the wing. Mikal, look, wasting time as Knicks are trying to get into their sets. They're going with Cat in the post. As Cat is fouled. Yeah, this is going to be a long night for the... it's a long night for the Knicks. It looks like all Sacramento doing is just using their quickness. Like, Knicks can't stay in front of them at the point of attack. At all. Whatsoever. So to combat that, you got to put some players to put a body on them. As we brought in Kolek now. Kolek is seeing some minutes with the captain down. As Clarkson catch and shoot three-pointer, no good. As Knicks still cannot put a three-point attempt down. Let's see. Let's get some defense going. As Kolek is called for a foul. Ah, nope. If Knicks need some type of momentum going right now. Look, Mikal pass it out to Cat. Cat gets into the paint, and Cat is fouled. They call Dylan Cardwell. It's called with the shooting foul on Cat. Cat back-to-back fouls on Caldwell, so we take it now. And this is showing us too, right? I think this need to happen. The showcase, like, Cat do not get easy buckets. She said this team is not built for a long season. They're going to turn it up when it matters. That's in the playoffs. No worries. You know what's funny too, Cool Breeze? I totally agree with you that when it's playoff time, Knicks are going to ramp it up. We're going to turn it. Because looking at the play sets that they have, they run the same play set, right? With a little alteration. Out of timeouts, they might implement a new play. And I'm like, okay, cool. But it's pretty much a set that we're running, right? It's pretty much a set. Like, they have different layers of their sets. And I'm 100%. JB always turns it up when it's playoff time. We've seen OG do his thing in the playoffs. Cat showed up last year against Detroit and during the playoffs and in Boston. But don't forget, that was under Tibbs. We need to see under this new coach, Cool Breeze, what's going to happen is Cat knocked down a free throw. It is 19-35. Here in the second quarter, we got Russell Westbrook guarding. Wait, why is Cat guarding Russ right now? As they run the pick and roll, but to DeMar. DeMar gets into the paint easily, draw a foul on Mitch, and he's there. So yeah, you're so true. But then it's also the situation too, Cool Breeze, that this is the 10-20 Sacramento King, right? You want to come in and get the job done. You come in, there's supposed to be easy pickings, but then you're getting picked apart by Sacramento. Like, this is not it's a close game. We're getting picked apart right now, Cool Breeze. We are getting picked apart. And it's by simplicity of why we're getting picked apart. It's not like Sacramento is running a dynamic offense. It's baseline pick and rolls they running, right? It's the Knicks having mishaps on a defensive end, communicating, knowing where to be. That's something to be worried about, though, Cool Breeze. It's really our defense. Can we stop certain players? Look, Knicks run a pick and roll with Kolick. Kolick out to Deuce. Deuce catch and shoot three. No good. But then Malik Monk in transition throws it down. Yeah, my Knicks are done, guys. They're done. As Cat gets the ball into the post, dishing it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart out to Kolick. Kolick out to Cat. Cat pump fakes at the three. Gets into the paint. Dunks it. As it is 21-39. 9 minutes left to go. So it's crazy, but as Kolick is called for the foul. But yeah, no, Sacramento is just killing on all aspect right now. They got it going. They got it going. You got DeMar, 13 points here in the second quarter. You know, Russ is coming in. Russ with 5 assists. He's the facilitator. And mind you, Russ is the player that they brought in last. He's on a vet minimum. Yeah, I was telling Leon, go get me Russ. But they were so emphatic. They were saying that Russ can't shoot. So we'll see. But Sacramento literally got to the line 13 times. Josh Hart catch and shoot 3. 3-point bucket drops down as it's 24-41, but Ellis comes back with a 3. No good. Rebound by Josh Hart, but Ellis gets back in. What do they call? They call a foul on Josh Hart. 24-41 as Josh just throws the ball in, passes it out to Ellis. Ellis stole the ball. Look, yeah, no, this is going to be a long night for my Knicks, guys. Long night for my Knicks. But like we said, we can possibly bounce back. We haven't seen any report on JB, so it's seeming like it's bad. Brunson has not made his way back. As DeMar misses that, Kolick in transition. Let's see. As Sacramento gets back out to Josh. Josh is calling a pick and roll with Mitch. Down screen to Kolick. Kolick shoots for the 3. No good. Rebound by Mitch. Mitch tips it in from an air ball for Kolick. 26-41 right now as the Knicks trail. As Knicks are trying to stay even keel with Sacramento in this quarter, as each team scored 9 points in the second quarter. But that is not going to do it, as the Knicks are still down, as the Knicks only scored 17 points in the first quarter, while Sacramento had 32. So we cannot be even killed with them. We're going to have to put up numbers in bunches right now, to be honest with you, just to stick with Sacramento. It's not going to be a cakewalk. I thought it was going to be a cakewalk, but definitely not a cakewalk for the Knicks. Let's pull up some stats right now so we can see where the Knicks are trying to maintain. Or Josh Hart is 1 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from 2-pointers. From 3. But he also has 3 rebounds, 1 assist with 3 points. Following him is OG. OG is a -9 in a plus-minus, but he's 1 for 4. So this is a player that OG should be getting it going. Cat, only one that's ultra efficient. He's 4 for 7 from the field, 3 from 4 from free throw. But he has 11 points. But this is my situation. He can score, but is he going to make the team better? Right? Can he also facilitate, dominate, slow the game down, make everybody better? This is a moment for Cat to showcase what he can do. But let's see. You know, you bring in Kolek. Kolek right now with a steal, assist, and a rebound. So he's trying to keep the Knicks at par. But he's 0 for 2 from the field, 0 for 1 for 3-pointer. So we'll see. But so I don't even know what the Knicks could do to ultimately come back. Being down like this, right? It's like, what do we do? What do we do, chat? How can we come back? How can we come back? How can we make a run? Right? These are things. You got to chip it quarter by quarter, quarter by quarter. So do you put Sacramento in foul trouble? Do you constantly be aggressive? As let's see what happened with JB on the injury. Okay, so it's ankle. It's an ankle. Happy it's ankle. All right, they showed the instant replay of Brunson hurting his ankle. All right, it's a sprained ankle. We can live with a sprained ankle, as the Knicks go into zone. So this is how the Knicks combat Sacramento killing us in the paint by going into zone. But the big to big, as Sacramento still scores, as Precious Atua gets deep into the zone, dishes it out to another big, and they score. But not also our defense not clicking, the offense is not clicking. As Cat gets the ball into the post, he's deep in it, gets it up in, and still misses the hook shot. As Cat was literally 3 feet away from the basket and missed the hit shot. Says they ain't hitting shots all day. That is true. That is true, Cool Breeze. No shot is dropping right now for the Knicks. It seems like everything they do on the offensive end is not dropping. As Russ gets into the pick and roll, stolen by Mitch. Good hands. Josh Hart in transition. Let's see. Josh gets it in there. Let's go, Josh. That's how the Knicks will ultimately get back into the game. It's fast break, using that. But when we run the pick and roll, we are sending 2. But another great steal by Knicks playing the passing lane. As Deuce in transition slows it up. Cat pulls up for the 3. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Sacramento. Russ bringing it up on the right side. Passes it out to Monk. Monk being guarded by Deuce. Back out to Russ. Let's see. They run the pick and roll. Now Knicks are in drop coverage. As Russ' mid-range jump shot is cash money. 28-45. As Knicks cannot stop the bleeding whatsoever. As Kolek gets it to the paint. Should have been called for the foul. Back out to Deuce. Deuce gets mid-range. Turns around jump shot. No good. Dunk by Mitch. Mitch on the offensive end. It is money. But we need some defense right now. Knicks down by 15. Let's play some defense, guys. Russ being guarded by Kolek. They run a pick and roll. He stays with it. You got to... Russ gets into the paint. Dishes off to Zach LaVine. LaVine for three. No good. Rebound by Mitch. All right, let's go. Knicks bringing it up. Let's try to cut it. As Kolek gets into the paint, throws it up with the right hand. Bucket is good. Knicks are within 13 as we are slowly chipping away. And that's how you can get back. By running the floor, right? Get easy buckets in the paint. But Mitch's second chance opportunity is crucial for us. We know that. How many offensive rebounds Mitch just came through just now? I don't know, because they put Mitch on the bench. Now, let's see. Mitch with 5 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds. Right? 5 rebounds for Mitch, 4 points. Mitch is going to be the key. We might have to play double big. Right? We might have to go double big for the rest of the game. Right? With Kolek, Deuce. And then we're going ultra small, too. I don't know if going ultra small is going to help us get back into the game. I mean, still 13. A 13-0 run can happen in 2 minutes. So we're still in the game. We're still in the game. But with Kolek and Deuce and Hart, these are all guys that are under 6'4". You know, LaVine is 6'5" alone. Malik Monk is 6'3". You know, Russ is 6'2". You know, Precious being, 6'7". And who's this? Renard. I don't even know what this height. All right, he's legit 7'1", so he's a big body. He's with 10 points, 6 rebounds on the season. So he's a player that we definitely got to be mindful and watch. But we'll see. But I'm as cautious as I was early. Once we start making these shots, it might be a total different ball game. It might be a different ball game for us. Once we start making shots. It might be. You know, especially if DeMar gets into the game, don't foul DeMar. You know, stick back, keep your hands down, don't reach. Definitely keep putting Mikal or OG on him. Because he's going to want to go to the free throw line. But obviously, Sacramento, seeing that the Knicks are going on a nice little run, they're bringing in pretty much a dope lineup. I actually like this lineup with Monk, Zach LaVine. You got Russell Westbrook, Precious Achiuwa. So these are fast players. These are players that are going to move their feet and attack. We know with the Knicks, and the issue with the Knicks is pretty much that front line offense, front line defense, against quick guards, ball movement guards, side-by-side action. We can stay in front if you're isoing, but if that ball is moving and the Knicks are not paying attention, there's always that weak side for us. Always the weak side. As we need the defense right now. Got Westbrook at the top of the key. As he looked like he was calling for the floppy for LaVine, but they play that well. They run another pick and roll. 2 go at LaVine as he traveled. Look, that's the issue. Why are we putting 2? Why are we putting 2 on a pick and roll? Right? He left LaVine wide open right there. It's ridiculous. But Knicks got to get it going. Bounce past to Mikal. Mikal mid-range. That should be easy money. As Mikal missed that. Rebound by Mitch. Mitch is a monster. It's no way you trade Mitch. As OG catch and shoot. Come on, OG. OG misses the three-pointer. These shots, they covered the lid. They could have brought that down to 10. But he missed that. as DeMar looked like he wants to get into the post, the mid-range, turn around, back out to Levine. Levine to Russ. Russ pump fake off the three, gets it up. He knocks down the three. 32-48. Knicks bringing the ball up. As Knicks cannot get it done. We could have brought it down to 10. Now it's back up as Deuce turns around for the mid-range. Wow, missed the midi. As there is a lid on the Knicks basket. Zach LaVine bringing it up on the left side. They run a pick and roll. Pulls up for the mid-range jump shot. No good. Rebound by Mitch. As Mitch is, look, he about to have a double-double at the half. Kolek pulls up for three. No good. Was that a good shot? I don't know. I don't know if that was a decent shot. But DeMar DeRozan bringing the ball up. Let's get some defense going. Let's go. Look like they run a pick and roll action. Knicks switch it. So you got Kolek on DeMar. But then they send a trap. Knicks need to get back. Russ pulls up for the three. No good. Air ball. As he misses. So it seems like the Knicks are sending Mitch. They're sending the center to trap on that DeMar. Because like you said, DeMar's been killing us right now. He has 13 with only one missed shot. He's 4 for 5. But then also getting to the line. As Mikal gets into the paint for the mid-range shot. That is no good. Knicks can't make a basket. What did they do so far? As Precious gets into the paint. Tries to alley-oop it up. No good. No look. But Kolek gets into the paint for Deuce. Deuce rise up for transition three. No good. Back out. And travels the basketball. Knicks don't know what to do tonight. Knicks don't know what to do tonight. As we just out of it. This is one of those games. It's out of it. Mind you, it's the first game of a back-to-back. First game of the back-to-back. As we are looking sloppy. 32-48. As Sacramento is trying to extend the lead. You got DeMar DeRozan gets into the paint. Backs down. No good. Rebound. OG catches it. Goes up. Blocked by Precious. As Precious fouled Mikal. As oh man, see, look, this is what Precious does, man. Precious gets back, knocks down. He gets back on defense. OG tries to throw it down, but Precious gets the block. Then, of course, the foul on Mikal, a hard foul, but nevertheless a foul. As Knicks are looking sloppy. Look, I know Cool Breeze said this is an early thing. Early situation, but you gotta look at this. This just looks sloppy. You're supposed to be a championship team. You're supposed to be preparing and getting yourself for a long run. You getting destroyed by the 10-20 Sacramento Kings. The 10-20 Sacramento Kings. That's my issue. That is my issue. 10-20 Sacramento Kings. And mind you, it's an NBA team. NBA teams, they pretty much could put in that work regardless of who they play. But a team of the Knicks who are supposed to be at the top of the echelon is getting just manhandled against Sacramento. Whether it's the 3-point, they're knocking down more threes. They get into the free throw line more. You know, their efficiency, they're 17 from 31 from the field, Sacramento, at 54%. The three-pointers are not dropping, so thank God. It would be an even bigger deficit the Knicks need to claw back from. But Sacramento's 3 for 11, and I thought that was going to be the issue for the Knicks, is defending the three-point line against Sacramento, but that's not dropping. But then they're also 11 for 13 from the field, from the free throw line. So they've been to the free throw line. Let's talk about the Knicks. Knicks is 14 for 46. 14. We attempted more shots than Sacramento. Right? Sacramento only attempted 31 attempts compared to the Knicks 41. And we still can't get no buckets, right? We still can't score. Even though we had more possessions than Sacramento, we still couldn't find ways to score. I might have to start questioning the offensive scheme. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to have to. Because OG 1 for 6. Cat 4 for 9. Mikal 1 for 6. McBride 0 for 6. Clarkson 1 for 4. Yabusele 0 for 2. Mitch only 100% because he's a dunker. But he's doing his thing. But he's 2 for 2. Kolek 1 for 4. They're going to have to call it a night early. If we keep playing like this. So Mikal head to the free throw line. Let's make the free throw. Knocks it down. So, I guess they called a flagrant. So, 1 free throw in the ball. He should have went to the free throw line unless they called it on the floor, which I think they possibly did. Well, let's go. Cat dribble handoff with Kolek. Kolek gets into the paint. Let's see what he do. Pumps fake. Try to gets it up. No good. Rebound by Kolek. Kolek out to OG. OG being guarded by DeMar. Gets into the paint. Left hand layup by OG is good. Let's get some defense right now. 36 to 48. DeMar bringing the ball up. So look, OG goes against the screen. Call for the foul. And gets to it. See, look, he's just man. Look, DeMar's just manhandling my Knicks right now. And we got Wingstop. Wingstop is supposed to be locking up our guys. Wingstop was supposed to be locking up DeMar and Zach LaVine. It's not tonight. As he knocks it down. As DeMar DeRozan is currently with 15 points, but only 6 attempts. 15 points with 6 attempts is solid. But look, he went to the free throw line 8 times. 8 times. It's 36 to 50 right now. As Knicks are running their sets, a foul is called. Yeah, it's gonna be a long night for us. DC is gonna be a long night. But I definitely can't wait until I get my TikTok streamer key. Once I get my streamer key, I can actually show you guys the setup that I have on my other end. So I have my shorts and what I do on YouTube. And then I guess I could start putting some pins and stuff up here though. But it's definitely going to be nice. As Mitch rebounded basketball. So Knicks are going with the double big right now. I think they should do it with Clarkson, to be honest with you. But Cat gets into the paint, get the ball stolen as Sacramento in transition out to Russ. Russ pulls up for the 3. No good. Rebound tipped out, but Precious gets the rebound. Sacramento got 10 seconds left on the clock. Back out to Russ. Russ catch and shoot 3 as they are killing on all cylinders. 36 to 53. This is bad for the Knicks. They run a pick and roll. Kolek pumps fake, gets it in on a hook shot for Kolek. So he's finally on the board with a basket. Right now, 38 to 53. Knicks need to play some defense. It's not too far out, but we can't claw back. But DeMar DeRozan go for the mid-range pump fake, no good. Russ gets into the paint. Back out to Precious. Precious off the dribble. Loses it into Mitch. Mitch with the ball stolen. Good defense by the Knicks. Back out to Kolek. Kolek back out to Mikal. Mikal pulls up for the 3. No good. Rebound by Mitch. Mitch with like 6 offensive rebounds. We'll take it as they run a pick and roll out to Kolek. Kolek out to Cat. Cat goes up. Bucket. It is good. As Knicks are back within 13. This is something that we need, guys. Let's get some defense, right? We can make some shots. 40 to 53. As the Knicks need to press. right? We need to press. Right, DeMar, 17 seconds left to go. As he's being guarded by Kolek. Let's see DeMar going mid-range, passes it out to Levine. Levine catch and shoot. Knocks down the three as the Knicks is sleeping on the weak side. That's one thing that we got to do better on the weak side. As Josh Hart gets into the paint, scores on the basket. 42-56. As it is halftime. Look, we're getting killed. We are getting killed right now at halftime. Cool Breeze, if you hear, you saying that they could turn it up for the playoffs, you're not worried. But just looking how the offense look right now and the defense, that don't worry you to where, and mind you, and it's funny, we actually won that second quarter, obviously by 1 point. Knicks scored 25, Sacramento scored 24, so we were better defensively a little bit. Hold on, let me see something. Live will end in 4 minutes. Why would it end? Let me put this puzzle there. Okay. I guess I never saw that. I never saw that aspect. But yeah. We not hitting our shots, right? We weren't getting back in transition. We couldn't stop the three-point shots later on. They get into the free throw line with ease. It's like the Knicks need to... We didn't adjust well with guarding their pick and rolls, stopping them in transition. So it's very disappointing. This was a game for us to continue to be good at, to move forward, knock it down. We got Boston on our heels. Boston is on our heels. Let's pull up the standings right now, right? Right, Detroit is 3.5 games out, right? So Detroit is still reachable. Boston is right up under us. Boston is a game and a half back. If we lose this game, we'll only be a half a game back of Boston. And you guys already know how I feel about Boston. Right? It's going to be F Boston for everything, to be honest with you. Red Sox, Cubs. Well, no, the Cubs is Chicago, excuse me. Red Sox, Brewers. I don't know. Is the Brewers your team, DC? I don't know if you the Pittsburgh. You like the Penguins as the hockey team. Either way, it's still forget Boston. But they're right there. You look at Toronto. Toronto is like 3 games back for us. We all the same same wins. They just have more losses than us. They're right there. Philly's close. Orlando's close. Like, these teams are close. We can't afford to lose any of these games. We need a stretch of games to give us a cushion. We need it. We need it. And with Brunson with the sprained ankle, he's out next game too. So who's going to show up? Who's going to give us buckets? Who's going to lead the team? Right? Cat got 13 right now. He's 5 for 11. We'll take that. But no rebounds for Cat. Cat, when he's have the assist going, we got no assist right now, just one. These are scary days right now for the Knicks. Scary days. When we're trying to get to the finish line, right? Because ultimately that's the goal. Get to the finish line healthy. So where we can start turning it up for the playoffs and implementing some new plays, implementing some defensive schemes. But in games like this against Sacramento, they're one of the worst teams. This should be a layup. This should be an easy layup for my Knicks to sit there, go in there, get the job done. 10-20. I'm gonna say that again. The Sacramento Kings are 10-20. If the Knicks can't beat the 10-20 Sacramento Kings, how do I expect for us to be prepared and ready to play against any other team? How? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to stay calm right now because I get frustrated when I see the Knicks are not doing what they doing. They need to be hitting on all cylinders. Go with the double big lineup. Cat need to start knocking down some threes. Mitch is doing what he needs to do. Mitch got 9 rebounds, only 4 points. But I believe he had, 6 offensive rebounds. So he's doing his job. He's doing what he needs to do. Josh is trying to hold on and do what he do. He's 3 for 5. Right? Three rebounds, 1 assist. But so much we can get out of Josh. Especially when the captain is not there. And he usually holds it down and maintain it from us. So, I don't know. Tyler Kolek, they got Kolek running the point guard position. Kolek is good. 3 assists, 4 rebounds. He's 2 for 6. I'm good with Kolek running it, but defense. And I guess ultimately that's where I should start at. What is the key to get us back into this game? Right? What's the key to get us back into this game? Right? Pressing, for the most part. We need to start the game by pressing. Right? Put them on their heels. Don't let them get into their sets early. Of course, all they're doing is a lot of isolation on the wing with DeMar trying to get into the paint. And if that don't work, they're going to dish it out to the weak side off a flare or a back screen where most likely that's DeRozan. Not DeRozan. Zach LaVine on that side. He's a good 3-point shooter. It's a good 3-point shooter. Right? Precious coming out with the energy. And Precious was the energy guy. I still don't know why the Knicks didn't bring back Precious. Granted, Yabusele and Precious, Yabo was playing great for the Sixers last year with knocking down threes and stuff. This year's nowhere to be found. This would have been a good game to get Yabusele going. This could have been a good game. We need someone to knock down the threes. Right? Let me see. Yabo had 3 minutes. He's 0 for 2, but he's coming back for an injury. I don't know how. You barely getting burned unless this is practice. So, it's crazy. Then Mikal Bridges. Multiple first-round draft picks that we got for Mikal Bridges. And you're 1 for 7, Mikal. That's my issue, Mikal. That's my issue. Brunson is down. I need Mikal to take over. Coach, let me bring the ball up. Let me be assertive. Let me get to my spots. Let me get into the paint. Right? Your mid-range, and Mikal is always efficient. He's, like, stat-wise this year, Mikal is, 50 from the field, mid-range. I want to say he's, high, I want to say he's in a 40% range right now in threes. What's going on, Mikal? 1 for 7 right now. It's not gonna cut it. All right, 2 for 2 for the free throw line. We'll take it. But we have to do better. And for me, I think it start with the coach. Start with the coach. Tell these guys we need to press. Right? Press on defense. After a made basket, we get into their bodies, we press. That's going to shorten the shot clock. Right? They're going to possibly get it over at the 17 mark. Right? Be up in their bodies, right? Any back cuts, any movement, get up on that. Right? On the pick and rolls, let's switch to pick and rolls. Why? It's been multiple times that on the pick and roll, because Sacramento's running a lot of pick and rolls here. The Knicks were in drop coverage in the pick and roll, right? For the most people, drop coverage is with a big. He doesn't hedge, meaning he doesn't get up to show his body to stop the penetration, right, off the pick and roll. Drop coverage is when they set the pick and roll, the roller and the ball handler is literally parallel with each other, right? So then the big is in the middle while the person that got screen is trying to get back to his defender. So now you're leaving with Mitch to guard two people while either Kolick or Mikel is trying to get back in front of the play, back in front of the defender. With DeMar DeRozan, that's easy picking, similar to Devin Booker when we had issues against the Phoenix Suns when they ran their pick and roll and we were in drop coverage. Mid-range assassins in drop coverage, it's easy buckets for them. It's all night. So whether it's DeMar, whether it's Booker, Durant, like these guys, you have to switch on a pick and roll. You can't be in drop coverage. Chris Paul is another player that you want to get in drop coverage, fine. I'm going to kill you in the mid-range game. Mikel, it should be another player on our team that should be able to attack and drop coverage. So it should be a ton of pick and roll being played with Mikel when he's the ball handler so that he can operate in that realm of where if they're in drop coverage, Mikel mid-range. Or if they hedge, drop it off to Cat so Cat has a mismatch on them and they score. Now, mind you, this is it doesn't work easy like that all the time. I could just state that the guys still need to go out and do it, but that's our Achilles heels. Knicks Achilles heels is guarding front line quick point guards or big guards to our front line of defense just get destroyed because we can't stay up front. We either fouling or they're getting past us, leaving it to Mitch or Cat to stay in front. Mitch can help out somewhat, but if it's Cat, Cat don't got the salsa feet, and he's supposed to be Dominican, right? He's supposed to be Dominican. You're supposed to be able to shift your feet, Cat. Supposed to be able to shift your feet. So, but I truly believe if we get into them on defense, we press, right? We switch guard to guard action. If it's big to guard, I would still probably switch big to guard because their big hasn't really been setting the screens. There's been a lot of guard to guard pick and roll or guard to forward, whether it's DeMar and Russ doing the screening or Levine and DeRozan doing the screening. We got to play that better. And it's the communication. Like I said, sometimes we have two on the ball when they set the screen. Somebody open. Why do we have two on the ball? What is our principles? What did we talk about in walkthroughs? I don't know. But ultimately, we'll get it going eventually. We will get it going eventually. Well, let me see. As we're about to get it rolling, second half, not too far up, and the thing about the offense is everybody kind of eats in the offense, right? So you got Kolick taking 6 shots in a game like this, right? Mikel with 7, OG with 7. You want those guys to get those shots, right? You want certain players to get certain shots, but then when we're playing from behind, you need your star players to be taking a bulk of the shots right now. If it's a clean look and you design the play to get a wide open shot, perfect. Kolick, take it. I don't want to see Kolick being ball dominant, getting to the paint, playing his game, unless he starts knocking them down. 33% is not the best, but who knows? So we will see. We'll see ultimately what can happen. But Knicks have to do better. They have to do better. So 42 to 56. And we could go on a nice little run. We could. We could go on a good run. But the Knicks got to want it. Do we want it? Like, under Tibbs, you saw, like, we wanted it. Like, we were aggressive. We wanted the dub. Like, we fought back. You felt the momentum shift of us playing solid defense. Now with Tibbs' defense, like what's the difference between Tibbs' defense and this defense? Right? Same philosophy as far as protect the paint. So we're going to the sag off on the weak side a lot, load up on the block. Wherever the ball is at, they're going to load up on that side. So I don't know. But we're back. Game is back. We gotta get it going. Gotta get it going right now. You know, they're saying the keys to the second half is obviously knock down threes, but let's see. Russ gets into the paint, pass it out to their big floater. It is good. 42-58. It's Kolek bringing the ball up. Back out to Mikal. Mikal gets into the paint. They run a screen, flare. Back out to Kolek. Mikal comes out with a three. No good. See, that's a nice little set play coming up. But Russ gets into the paint. Dishes it off. Almost stolen. As Cat tips the ball. So that was a good set play coming out of a timeout. Coming out of the pretty much the half. But Knicks is just slow. As Zach LaVine just gets into the paint, overpowers Mikal. It's another thing, too. Mikal needs to hit that weight room, man. He's getting bodied. OG gets into the paint and just throws the ball away as Knicks are just out of it. Knicks is just out of it. Let's see. Bringing it up. 3-point shot by Precious Achiuwa. As look, 42-63, down by 21. As they give it to Cat. Cat got a small fry on him as he got Russ. As Russ is called for the foul. Look, utilize the mismatch. If they're going to put Russ on Cat, Cat need to go at him. But look at Precious. This hurts watching Precious do this to us because this is a player that I wanted. This is who we had last year. So he is literally coming out with a revenge game. As OG catches the ball, gets into the paint, throws his body in there. As a late foul is called as OG heads to the free throw line. First night of the back-to-back, and Knicks are coming out flat. Quite frankly, I don't think they could come back. I don't think there's no comeback in them. As OG misses the first free throw. And mind you, we all go through, dark days throughout the season to where you win a lot, you lose some, then you win some again, but then you lose. We are currently in that funk to where we have to grind out these W's, and it shouldn't. Where like the offense just look off, the defense just look off. Like as DeRozan misses the mid range, back out to Cat. It's Mikal with the catch and shoot 3-pointer.
3-point goal.
Knocks it down 46-63. As we need to get some defense going. Zach LaVine off the pick and roll. A foul is called on Cat. This is Cat's second foul. As Knicks can't stand in front. They can't stay in front of Sacramento. Cannot. But DeMar gets the ball inbound, stolen by Josh Hart, but it goes out of bounds. Still Sacramento ball. Right now, Kolek, Mikal, Josh, Cat, and OG is currently on the floor. As the Knicks really don't have it when Mitch is on the floor. We got to have Mitch. I know you want to give Mitch some minutes, but he should have 30. As a block shot by Josh on DeMar DeRozan. You got Kolek in transition out to Cat. Cat pump fakes. He gets into the paint. Got LaVine on him. Goes around, shot blocked by Precious Achua over Cat as Russ gets into the paint, and a foul is called as Russ just threw his body up on him. As Russ is still explosive, give it to that. I give it to Russ. Russ is still explosive. And I don't even know how many years Russ has been in the league. But for someone who was pretty much almost out the league, no one picked him up until last minute, literally, days before the season started. And Russ is still dominant. Or I should say he's still active. He's still productive. And he still bring great value to a team. He would have been perfect on any team that's contending. As he missed the first free throw. Second free throw, it is good. Tyler Kohler bringing the ball up 46-64. They run a double screen back out to Cat. Cat being guarded, dish it up, catches it right back, gets into the paint. Let's see, over Precious and misses the layup. Yeah, Cat. Is Cat focused? Like, these are shots that he usually make. And it's not like, it's literally not like Precious is a big body on him. It's not. And then they got Russ on him. OG gets into the paint. Right hand is good off the layup. Good cross. As OG is starting to get aggressive. But he's only 3 for 8 for 7 points. But we need to find these baskets. They need to come from anywhere. We would take it. But DeMar back out to Russ. Russ gets into the paint. Almost stolen by OG. But back out to Russ. Russ at the three-point line. And it is fouled by Kolek. As Kolek with back-to-back fouls on Russ. And this is Kolek's third foul. As he put his hands up. That's just a veteran move. Sacramento is heading to the line for 3. Look, Sacramento, how many times Sacramento been to the line, guys? 19 so far. 19. To the Knicks, 10. I don't even know if we went to the line 6 times, but we have. We have, they said. 48-65. Russ knocks down the second free throw. As they are trailing. Knicks are down 18 at the moment. Let's see. Russ back at the free throw line. All 3 free throws are good for Russ. Knicks we need some. Come on, we need some let's go Knicks moments right now. Mikal at the top of the key going ISO against the big. He got nowhere to go. Out to Kolek. Kolek catch and shoot 3-pointer. No good. As Knicks can't get no type of penetration right now. Russ in the fast break. Gets into the paint. Out to the big. Big floats. No good. Precious keep it alive. Pressure taps it in as the Knicks are just too little. As Precious is going to work. Precious got 15 points. 7 rebounds. Against his old team. Westbrook with 12. 12 and 8. DeMar DeRozan with 15. He's 4 for 8 from the field. Zach LaVine also with 15. So, these are firepower that I stated that is going to be tough. I really thought the Knicks could prevail. If JB was here, JB could have lit a fire under these guys. But it's not happening tonight. It is not happening tonight. As I think literally the first 2 quarters just took all the energy out the Knicks. Even with JB going down. When JB went down, that took a lot out the Knicks. Even the coach. The coach got to go to the bench. And this is someone that you're supposed to count on night in and night out, which is JB. So he goes down. Now you need to figure out who's going to take over, who's going to run. And it's looking like he's trusting Kolek for that situation. I would have thought, maybe Deuce would have had 30 minutes tonight. Deuce would have had extended minutes. But I mean, at the moment, Deuce got 15 minutes. But I guess maybe him going 0 for 6 from the field was all coach needed to sit there and say, we're gonna run with someone else right now. This is wild. This is wild. OG not knocking down three. Like, we can't hit a three to save our lives, guys. We are Knicks are shooting 9% from 3-point range. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. We are 2 for 22. We've only had 2 3-pointers drop. One for Mikal and one for Josh. Mikal is 1 for 5. Deuce is 0 for 3. Yabusele 0 for 2. Kolik 0 for 3. Cat 0 for 1. Cat is like, look, I'm not going to even attempt a 3-point. Let me get into the paint so I can get easy body. Bro, they have Russell Westbrook and Precious Achua. Precious is like 6'7", 6'8" on a good day. Killing us at the power forward. You got Raynard, big body over there doing his thing. Right? Mitch need more minutes. I'm sorry. Mitch need more minutes. Mitch only playing 12 minutes. Right? Is Mitch in the game right now? Please say they brought Mitch in the game. No Mitch. No Mitch. All right, let's see if we can get something going. Knicks bringing the ball up. Let's see what they got. They're trying to go with Russ on Cat. As Josh, we cannot get the ball inbound to Cat. As Mikal gets into the paint, no good. Rebound by, yep. Yo, Knicks is soft. We soft right now. Zach LaVine gets into the paint. Layup, so easy. So easy. 48-71. This is looking like the Detroit game. I ain't even watched the Detroit game, to be honest with you. But OG gets into the paint, throws it up. No good as he is fouled. As he is fouled by Russ. But it's like the Knicks don't want to be physical at all. Like, they get into the paint with ease. OG knocks down the first free throw, 49-71. It's like 22. Right? 22-point deficit right now that Knicks are staying behind. Right? Put the rookies in. Get some energy. Put in Mo. Mo needs some burn right now. Bring in Pacome. Let Pacome get some shots off. Right? Clarkson should have more minutes. I'll just Knicks down by 20-21 right now as DeMar gets into the paint and a foul is called on Deuce McBride. As look, the tables are swung right now. The Knicks to start the game was a plus. Was a minus 140. You look at them now, they're plus 750, and Sacramento is a minus 140 in the sports betting world. Right? The spread is plus 11.5. This is crazy. Now, granted, we said Sacramento was on a run. They beat the Lakers, who's top of their division, 24-14, with Sacramento at the bottom of the division at 10-30. Knicks coming in with the win. We was hoping that this momentum could continue. As Mikal pulls up, knock down the mid-range shot as he finally could get the midi going down. It's 52-73. Knicks on some defense. Let's get some defense going. DeMar at the mid-range. Back out to Levine. They run a pick and roll. They trap. Mikal with the steal. Thank you, Mikal. Mikal, you got to attack, bro. Jeez, Mikal. But Deuce catch and shoot 3. That's no good. So Mikel stole the ball. Mikel got into the paint. Instead of him attacking DeMar DeRozan, he Euro steps and passes it off to a player trailing. That player gets into the paint, gets the ball stolen. Mikel, attack. Is he trying to preserve himself from not getting hurt? You attack that, Mikel. It would have been understandable if it was a 2-on-1 in that fast break. It wasn't 2-on-1. It literally was 2-on-2. Two defenders, two offense. You attack in that situation. You do not pass that ball up. You do not. Tell you, man. These Knicks is looking bad. These Knicks is looking bad. Oh, shit. That's in the right. Hell no. I'm like, I don't know why. I ain't sending no invite. That was by accident. See, look, you can't be touching stuff on TikTok. You be sending invites to people and stuff. I'm definitely not trying to send no invite. But appreciate you, DC, too. But Knicks are going ISO. Mid-range shot from Deuce. No good. Almost offensive rebound by Mitch. But Knicks get back in transition. DeMar being guarded by Josh Hart. You know what he like to do. But the Knicks are trapping DeMar whenever he gets into the paint, which leave Russ wide open for the three-pointer. That might be it. If Russ is on the weak side, we might be able to come back with that attempt. As Cat get the ball in the paint, he is fouled. Cat is heading to the line. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with my Knicks. I don't know. And it's like early in the year when the shots are dropping, you know, they was creating tons of great offensive ball movement, great cuts. But it seems like the team, you know, the NBA just caught up to everything. So they're like, look, we're going to defend. We know how to defend. And they are there. Mitch, mid-range. I like that. Get it to the paint. Back out to Deuce. Deuce catch and shoot three. That's strong. Damn, Deuce is like 0 for 8 for three-pointer right now. As Levine gets into the paint, as he is aggressive, and he scores. Actually, no, he gets to the free throw line. 52-75. They're just more aggressive. They are too aggressive. Like Levine was 17 points, 6-11 from the field, 3 for 6 from three-pointer. That's 50% with 5 rebounds. As he knocks down a free throw. Like, these guys are on. Right? And how that looks, you got Coach Brown. This is the team that fired him. He's coming back wanting to kick their butt. And it's vice versa. He's getting ran out the building. Ran out the building. 52-77. You don't bring in none of the bench guys. You don't bring in nobody else to give you a spark. You just stick with the same rotation. Right? Deuce at the top of the key to Clarkson. Clarkson out to Josh. Josh at the top of the key looking like, what do I do? They run a double screen. Deuce back out to Josh. Josh catch and shoot three-pointer.
3-point goal.
Three-point shot is down. As Josh knocks it down. 55-77, and we're down by 22. But excuse that. As it is 24, as a hook shot was made by their bigs. OG tried to pass it to Mitch. Clarkson gets into the paint. Floater no good. Tipping by Mitch. As Mitch is trying to keep the Knicks in play. As Mitch has 10 rebounds and 6 points. But off a... Oh, yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. Like I said, Knicks are getting killed in a pick and roll. That simple. They're getting killed in the pick and roll. And it's the big. They're using Precious. Precious is the one that is actually kicking the ball up in the pick and roll. So he's hitting the cutters. And he's being aggressive. So shout out to Precious, man. Precious said that he wanted the revenge, and he came out. 15 points, 6 for 7 from the field, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. It's a great game. Levine, 19 points. DeMar with 17. Russ with 12 and 9. Russ is still putting up double doubles as a guard. Yeah, so it's crazy. I'm actually frustrated. I'm staying up late to see this ass whipping, because that's what this is. This is ass whipping right now. This is an ass whipping. This is an ass whipping. And I truly think right now Mo should be getting some burn. You see that you don't have nothing going with those guys, right? Deuce is 0 for 9. He's 0 for 5 from 3, right? Clarkson is 1 for 6. Get some other guys in, right? OG's all right, but he's 3 for 8. OG's not the type of guy that's going to get you back into the game unless he has guys in orchestrating for him, right? Feeding him, getting him these wide open corner 3-point shots. That's what OG was dominating from. Corner 3-point shots, then of course 45 cuts. So it's crazy. I see Rick pulled up. Oh, that must have been Big Rick. That's Big Rick. So I don't know. Knicks are definitely trailing behind right now. You know, you got the Raptors. Raptors won their game tonight. Philly lost, so that's good. So Philly not trailing on us, but the Raptors won their game. So they're trying to make their way up to the top. So that is that. But once again, DC, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Just using up all them thumbs. So it looked like the Knicks challenged that play. And Knicks lost the challenge because they said that Mitch fouled Precious when he went up. How? Wait, right. Oh, that should have been a flick. That should have went the other way. How they could Yeah, nah, refs don't want the Knicks to win tonight. Wait, hold up. I think I just saw something. John Harbaugh and the Giants are working to finalize an agreement to make him the next Giants head coach. That's what I'm talking about. Look, like, at least we got some good news tonight. Giants got John Harbaugh. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about John Harbaugh though. I mean, he was in Baltimore forever. Ran some great plays with Lamar. But I don't know. Do my Giants have a better team? Can he make Dart an elite quarterback? Right? Who do he want to bring? He's been established. And a lot of, I know we're talking about basketball, but a lot of football coaches and offensive coordinators got fired. So it is open for a lot of teams that's trash to go and look and get them a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, special teams. It's a lot of that. Yo, DC, did you hear about my Giants? My Giants is getting John Harbaugh. Oh, Mitch is headed to the free throw line. Did Mitch make his free throws? Mitch make his free throws. Let's go, Mitch. So Mitch with the and one. 58-81. We're still trailing. But we are down. But Precious pulled up for the 3-pointer. No good rebounds by Mikel. Mikal in transition. Let's see if we can get something going. They run a pick and roll. You got to give it up to Mitch. And they called it and one. Let's go. And one, 60 to 81. As we are back with the 21-point deficit. But Mikal could bring it down to 20. As Sacramento put up 25 points so far in this third quarter. Knicks only 19. So if we need to make a run, we got to play some defense. As Mikal knocks down the free throw. And it's good. Mikal right now leading the Knicks with 12 points. As Russ gets into the paint, they said no foul. No pass as a foul is called on the floor. As look, and they talking about the Knicks odd to win the championship is a plus 12, which is the third highest. I don't know how with how we're playing. Right? With how we're playing, I don't know how. As Knicks are in the penalty and Russ is heading to the line. As misses the first for Russ. Second free throw is good. So let's go. Knicks are down 21 as the free throw disparity is massive. 30 free throw attempts for Sacramento. 30. We're talking about 30 free throw attempts for Sacramento. Compared to the Knicks. Knicks only been to the line, less than 10 times? It's ridiculous. But they do a hack of Mitch. As Mitch misses the first one. But the free throws look a lot better, though. I'm not going to lie. His free throw posture looks a lot better. As he knocks it down. Let's go, Mitch. Okay, Mitch is what? Let me look at this free throw percentage for Mitch right now. Mitch is 50%. He's 2 for 4 from the field goal. Free throw, excuse me. Oh, that should have been an offensive foul as he pushed off. But Zach LaVine catch and shoot. Ref, no call. Jeez. 62 to 85 right now. Mikal running a pick and roll with Mitch. As Mitch roll back out to Clarkson. Clarkson catch and shoot 3. No good. As it looked like Malik Monk is bringing the ball up. And Malik, he's been silent this game as Nick stole it. Back out to Clarkson. Clarkson out to Deuce. Come on, Deuce. Deuce catch and shoot 3. Finally.
3-point goal.
Deuce finally scores. Knicks is still down 20. But Deuce in transition after the Knicks get the steal. Knocks it down. It took Deuce everything he had with confidence to kind of knock down that shot because it was bad. Pardon me. But let me see. What did I do? Did I click something wrong? Yeah, it looked like I clicked on something wrong. Pardon me, guys. Let me see. How do I know who's... Alright, we got 2 watching us. Alright, that's fine. Sorry that for a second, but Knicks need to make this comeback, bro. It's really difficult. 20-point deficit. And it seems like Sacramento have the refs on their side because they get into the free throw line. And it's funny, my boy Mel said something similar. Well, he said something to me earlier is that when you start the game aggressive, right, the refs do not see that as a foul because they start the game with all that intensity. So when you don't start that game with that intensity, then you want to pick it up in another quarter. Ref sees that as, oh, you're being too aggressive. They're going to call that foul rather than you starting with that, and they see that's the energy you bring in. They would blow the whistle less because that's how you started out. That's how the game flow was going. At Sacramento, DeMar DeRozan just gets to the line off of the ISO play. It's tough to defend that. Like you said, they've been aggressive. They've been going ISO, drawing and getting the refs to call the fouls for them. Knicks need to combat that. How do you combat that? You be aggressive as well. You be aggressive. As DeMar, he's just getting to the line. He's killing us by getting to the line. This man, 8 attempts. 8 attempts is 8 attempts. 4 for 8. But he's 10 for 11 from the field. 18 points. This is how this man eats. That's how he eats. As he knocked down both free throws, 65 to 87. And this is how the Knicks, they won't be able to come back because Sacramento's just putting points on the board from all aspect of the game. As OG gets into the paint, I like that, OG. Great drive. But why are we not pressing? Why are we not pressing? As Deuce finally comes up to get the ball, why are we not pressing? Right? Look, first line of defense. As Malik tries to get by, he doesn't. As Deuce stays there, goes left. He gets there. Great block by Mitch. Great help defense from Mitch. As the Knicks is called for the foul again. Knicks is called for the foul again. 67-68. More free throws coming. As this is out of hand. Sacramento is 30 from 34 from the field. 30 of their points is coming from the free throw line. 30. 30. They have 30 points coming from the free throw line. Knicks only with 17 points. This is out of hand. This is out of hand. And you have to send a message to your team. Like, if I'm going back into that locker room, I'm destroying stuff. I'm digging into them. I'm like, because we got a game tomorrow. We cannot come up with this lackluster energy that we started this game with. Only 17 points in the first quarter. As Mikal try to get into the paint, mid-range jump shot is cash money. It seemed like Mikal found his stretch. He found his rhythm right now. As it is 69-90. Sacramento literally with 37 points in this quarter. As the Knicks we can't stop anything from them. As Precious pulls up for the three-pointer and knocks it down. Precious got 20 against the Knicks right now. As Mikal back out to OG. OG catch and shoot, no good. Rebound by Mikal. Mikal is fouled and he's headed to the free throw line. 69-63. It's the Knicks. Knicks is trying to hold on, but we're losing. Right? All aspect of the game we're failing in. What did Cat do tonight? Sherwin, my brother. Sherwin, what it do? Sherwin, I can't even tell you, Sherwin, how good is Cat without Brunson right now. It's looking bad. It is looking bad. Right now, Cat with 23 minutes, right? He's 5 for 13, 38% from the field. He only attempted 1 3-pointer, right? Got to the free throw line 4 times, made 3. So he has 13 points, but he do have 3 steals, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, right? Sherwin, Cat's supposed to have 30 right now. He's supposed to be leading us, right? 13-3, Cat. Yep. 13-3 right now, Sherwin for Cat. As OG gets into the paint, OG is fouled. But you know what? We must look for a team to take Cat contract. Sherwin, it's crazy because if you would have told me this last year, I would have been like, you crazy to want to trade Cat, right? We need Cat. Cat is this for us. But then how he's been playing in the system this year, maybe we need to move on from Cat. Maybe we need to get Giannis. Right? And Giannis is having issues in Milwaukee. It's a match made right there, right? Because someone would take Cat contract. You talking about someone that's, when he's on, is a 50% from the field shooter, high 40% from the 3-point line. It's just this offense. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's our offense. Our system that we're running, it's tough. Yeah, look, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers. They call me a Cat hater. I never wanted Cat. Well, Sherwin, we see you in the lives. We see you in Dope Soul when we be talking about Cat. You have valid points, right? You have valid points sometimes when it comes to Cat. Said you would trade Cat for Zion and Herb Jones in a second. But Zion is injury prone, right? Injury prone. For Herb, it would seem like you'll do that trade to get Herb. And Herb has been on a tear lately. Herb been putting up 30 a game in this last stretch as Sacramento is just continue to devour us. 73-96. As they're killing it from all cylinders. Chua with 20, DeRozan with 22. I think Zach LaVine have 19 or 20. But yeah, Sherwin, I'm at a point where something has to give, whether it's the offense or whether it's Cat, and is he putting the effort into it? But I think Cat is putting the effort into it. Is what the team is asking for Cat to do. He's like, I'm probably better suited at scoring and at a different position. As you got Precious being guarded by Mikal, OG with a block shot, Knicks in transition. We have to capitalize if we have numbers. And Deuce pulls it out, as Sacramento got back on defense. Knicks has 14 seconds left to go on a shot clock. Let's see if Deuce, they run a pick and roll, give it out to OG. OG out to Clarkson. All right, 3-point goals drop. Let's see. You says Cat is not going to help us win a chip. Zion is healthy willed. Zion is explosive. I get that. As Knicks is still down by 20. Zion is explosive. Even when we played New Orleans and was watching Zion, I'm like, yeah, no, Zion, he's looking good. But it's the health aspect though, Sherwin. It's the health aspect. Why not other players? Why not go and get Giannis? Are you opposed of them going to get Giannis? Granted, we might have to give up a draft pick or two, but I would get Giannis. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with this situation. Nick Post, talk to me. What do you think, Nick Post? You here? Tonight's looking crazy. It's games like this that have me thinking, like, do we really have what it takes? If the cap go down, Mikal should be able to keep it going. Cat should be able to keep it going. But then looking at right now, Cat should be starting the game. It should be Cat, Mikal, OG, and Clarkson in right now. I haven't seen that lineup. Have Clarkson running the point. Have Mikal at the 2. Have OG at the 3. Put Cat at the 4. Mitch at the 5. Because Mitch is doing his thing. I listen to Milwaukee. They would want OG and Bridges in any Giannis trade. They don't want Cat. But then even if that's the case, would I pull that trigger? Look at what OG. OG, you got to keep OG. But I'm like, look, the way Mikal is playing. Right. Look, Mikal ain't looking like Wingstop. Playoff time, he was looking like Wingstop. OG was looking like Wingstop in the playoffs. So maybe we should wait till the playoffs, see what transpires in the off season. But if we don't do anything great in this offseason, I might move from Mikal. I might move from Mikal. If it gets me Giannis, I might move from Mikal. And if they say give up Mikal and OG, I might do that. I might do that. For Cat and but then we're losing defenders. Right? Giannis is a great defensive player, but what would he play? He could play the 4 and the 5. He can't play the 3. But he could play the point forward position too, so he could take the ball handling aspect off our hands. I don't know. Maybe it's the reason why I'm not a GM. It's the reason why they call me delusional too, Sherwin. And maybe I'm just talking out of emotions right now because we losing, and I think that's ultimately it. I think from watching tonight, when Cat went down, you're thinking somebody could get it going, but Sacramento just put up 40 points on us. Where's the defense? Where's our wing stop? Sacramento put up 40 points in this third quarter when we're trying to make a run. Right? I think that's it. Knicks down 20, start of the quarter. Let's see if we can make this run, right? They say making a run, a 20-point run in the NBA, that's an average. You could get that deficit back quick. But we're not a fast-paced team that's going to score like that to get us back. So, let's see. Knicks running a set. They running the offense through Josh right now as Kolek is on the floor. Kolek gets into the paint. Mid-range jump shot. No good. As Cat is at the 5 right now. They got Kolek, Clarkson, Bridges, Hart, and Towns. As the ball is rotating, I don't know who's number 5. Number 5 is Clifford. So that's their point guard as he misses the 3. Cat gets into the paint, got his shot blocked, and the ball turned over. Yeah, Cat. I know Sherwin. Sherwin is like, get Cat up out of here. We're just not using Cat correctly. As Hart pulls up for the 3, no good. As Towns is whistled for a foul. As this is frustrating. I know the guys are getting frustrated on what's going on. And I totally understand it. But the Knicks are not in the penalty, so there'll be no free throws. So, look, this is one of those games. It's one of those games. Let's see. DeRozan gets into the paint. No foul called. Out to Josh. Josh back out to Clarkson. We need to try to score on bunches as Clarkson get the layup in. 78-96. Knicks are within 18. Let's get some defense going. As an offensive foul is called. Okay, we'll take it. We would take it. As the refs might try to, the pendulum might swing, depending on if we could get something going. If we could get it to 10 in the next 2 minutes, 10-0 run in 2 minutes, we might have a chance. As Mikal comes off the curl for the 3-pointer, in and out, shots just not dropping. Let's see, Russ is at the post. He dishes out to DeMar. DeMar turns it over back to Mikal. Mikal gets into the... Oh, my God. That is a bad attempt by Mikal. That's a bad attempt. As Sacramento have numbers, and he gets into the paint. Bucket scored by Malik Monk. As it back up to 20, Knicks called timeout. Sherwin, Precious was on a mission tonight. On a mission. You saw the post game, Precious was like, yeah, no, look, we've been texting the night before, talking mad smack. Precious knew he was going to come out and be aggressive. And they put him in the starting lineup. I don't even think Precious started last game. Freezy like to call Brunson dribble, dribble, dribble. I wish we had someone who can take their man off the dribble tonight. That is 100%. 100%. On a game like tonight, you need someone that to take it over. You need someone that to draw the attention. You need someone to be aggressive. Cat with 13 points. Right? The highest Nick right now is Mikel with 16. But he's 5 from 16 from the field. That's not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done. Deuce, this is... I know this is a game that Deuce wished that it is gone. But, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, that's good. But you are 1 for 10 from the field. It's not going to cut it. But then, Sherwin, in this situation, would you play Mohamed Diawara to get him some burn to see if he could turn it around? Right? A Pacome, Pacome ain't getting no minutes anyway. But I would play these guys to see if they could get me a spark. Right? Mohamed, he's young. He's going to push the pace. Him and Josh pushing the pace. Transition buckets. That's a way that we could get back into the game. Right? Score when the defense is trying to get set, not when they already set. But yeah, Knicks as a whole, like percentage-wise, is bad. Like this is a game that you toss the paper up, you toss that stat sheet up, you throw it away, and you get it going for the next game. Because this is bad. This is bad. But let's see if we could get a run. I mean, we got 9 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. We could still make a run. I'm going to say we fight to the end. We only down by 20. You can cut these 20-point deficits down pretty quickly. But I don't know if the Knicks... It's that team too, because of fast break opportunities. We need to push the pace. We're not pushing the pace. Right? Push the pace. Get more shots up. Have Mitch in there to grab offensive rebounds. He gets second chance opportunities. Maybe we need new sets. Maybe these sets are trash. Right? You're bringing in a system, as Mikel want to catch and shoot three-pointer, no good. You bringing in a system right now to where the players need to adjust to the system rather than the system adjusting to the players. I think once you have that aspect, it's a recipe for disaster. Because remember, it took Tibbs how many years as Mikel catch and shoot threes no good to finally get players that he liked, and then we started to boom. Sherman said, no, you want them at the G League? You want Mo, Hakapoti, and Kolick in the G League? Oh, man, where's the player development right now? I think Mo deserved to be on the roster. Even Kevin McCullough, right, I was just about to say, Kevin McCullough should be playing right now, but he's in the G League right now. As Jordan Clarkson gets into the paint, Euro step bucket is good. But Kevin McCullough, I like Kevin McCullough. I like his aggression. He's able to knock down a three-pointer. He's able to defend. That's something that we need right now. But that's that. As Sacramento got it to DeMar. DeMar running a pick and roll. He's trapped, leaving their big open, but dishes it out to Russ. Russ with the power dribble in and out, back to DeMar. DeMar for the three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Sacramento, as like you said, they're being ultra aggressive. So you could develop in the G League. That is true. But I want to see some game time actions. I haven't watched a Westchester Knicks game since last year. As rebound by Cat. Knicks still down 20, 80 to 100. If we could just be aggressive, get some stops while we get some baskets going, as Clarkson gets into the paint for the hook shot. It is good. Right now, 82 to 100. Let's play some defense. Kevin McCullough should be here, and the other three sent down. True. I like Mo though. Mo should stay, but Kevin should definitely be up here. Let's go. Let's get some defense. We got Jordan Clarkson guarding Russ at the top of the key. Russ, they run a pick and roll. Knicks with the steal. Good hands by Cat. Knicks in transition out to Mikal. Mikal catch and shoot three.
3-point goal.
3-point goal. Knicks bring it down to 15. 85 to 100. This is close. This is close. Timeout is called. Knicks is trying to get momentum, playing defense, getting stops. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Corey, what it do? Corey the comedian. Corey, you got jokes, my brother? You got some written jokes? From B-More. Ooh, I don't want to joke on B-More. What's the B-More slang? What's that B-More slang? Ook and scooting. I fucks with it. My boy, he down in DC. DC said closer. I don't know about closer. They need to get it going. They need to get it going, DC. But look, our closer is out. Says Kevin McCullough is the best in the G League. I watched a lot of G League games. No, I believe it. I believe it. I know he brings the energy every night. Knocks down the threes. He facilitates, hustle, grabbing boards. So McCullough is solid. Like, Knicks need to figure out how to keep him on the roster. You know, give him 800,000. Give him the low vet minimum to keep him on the roster, because he's a player that we need. Like, he stayed ready, comes in, knock down threes against I forgot the Spurs when we were down. He came in, got us the jump ball late coming in. So McCullough is solid. I really like McCullough. I really do. But look, Knicks scored 9 points in this fourth quarter against Sacramento 4. This is that stretch time period. If we can inch, close and closer, stops by stops, possession by possession, play defense, press. Mind you, Zach LaVine wasn't on the floor, Precious wasn't on the floor, and these are the guys that was giving us fits. So, and I think Sacramento going to bring them in. So let's see. We need to be able to capitalize. Right now with Kolick, Clarkson, Bridges, Hart, and Towns, maybe this could be the lineup that gets it done. But Mikal with 20 shots over Towns 14. No, Towns should have 20 attempts right now. It seems like our offense is set for guard shooting, not our bigs. Put some sets in there for the bigs, man. Pause. All right, so let's get it. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Precious right now coming in. And Precious, if Precious was doing this for us, he would have stayed. He's 2 for 3 from the 3 right now. But it looked like he switched up his form. As DeMar DeRozan pull up for the mid-range jump shot. Mid-range is good. Jesus Christ. 102 to 85. Let's go back out to OG. OG catch and shoot 3. No good. Look, OG. Come on, OG. Come on, OG. As Russ come down. Russ, they run a double screen. Dishing it out to DeMar. DeMar attacks, gets to the mid-range shot. No good. Rebound by Deuce. Deuce in transition. We got numbers, and he attacked. That's what we talking about, Deuce. Get into the paint. 87 to 102. This is what I'm talking about. Get into the paint. Let's get some defense going. You got Zach LaVine running a pick and roll with they big. They switch. As they trap, though, pulls up for the 3 and just knocks down the 3. Jesus Christ. 87 to 85 is OG. Gets into the paint, and a foul is called as he is bumped. Yeah, no, I honestly need to question what Sherman said. Nah, no, we couldn't sign Precious. His minimum salary was too high. It was over 6 mil. Well, no, but you didn't have to sign Precious for 6 mil. Before we went and got Yabusele, you could have got Precious the Yabusele money. That's why I wanted Precious. I didn't like at the time Yabo signed and was like, okay, cool, he could shoot the thing. I'm like, bring Precious back. So that's why we would have had the money to keep Precious if we didn't get Yabusele. So that's what I was saying. As Precious is blocked, gets into the paint, dishes it off to the big, and he just Euro steps over, but a good block by Josh Hart. But yeah, that's what I was saying, Sherman. I wanted Yabo. I mean, I would have rather have Precious than Yabo. But Precious is just looking. He's been looking good at Sacramento. As it is 89 to 105 right now. Knicks is trying to make a run. No Precious minimum was more than Yabo money. You think so? Why? He could have signed for 2 million. He could have signed for 3 million. You think? I didn't know that. I didn't know he had to. His minimum had to be 6 mil. I never knew a minimum had to be like 6 mil. That's crazy. But he's a vet. We couldn't have signed him for a minimum. Well, I believe you, but that's crazy. That's crazy. It's Mikel and Cat playing a two-man pick and roll. Cat at the top of the key, guarded by Precious. Gets into the paint. Body him, spin off. Precious playing great D. OG step through for the three-pointer. Is it good? No good, as no three-point shot is going down right now. You got Russ at the top of the key. 4 minutes left. This looks like it's a done deal with the Knicks, but let's see. Russ gets into the paint. Left-hand layup, no good. Tipped up by Josh as Josh saves it. Great save by Josh, but brings it up by Deuce. Deuce out to OG. OG spin off, fouled, and is dunked. As it is 91 to 95. Knicks are trying to. There's no comeback, so I'm tired of saying there's no comeback. I think it's a done deal, done dilly for the Knicks right now. It's a done deal by the Knicks. Terrible. It's terrible. It's just terrible. It's OG at the line, and he misses the free throw. Yeah, this is a lid. Somebody put bad juju on my Knicks, man. Somebody put bad juju on my Knicks. As Deuce is pressing right now, they finally get the ball across, but he has DeMar DeRozan on him. And you know DeMar, with his back to the basket, is one of the elites as he draws a foul on Deuce. As it's a long night. Coach is a long night. He might as well call timeout and bring in the bench. Right? It's a long night. Bring the bench in. I mean, it's a 14-point game. So I think he's trying to see if the Knicks could go on a run. You can technically go on a run. But DeMar gets into the paint, fouled, and won. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is just the type of night. 91 to 107. Captain is out with an early ankle injury. And the Knicks just have nothing going on. As Sacramento is just pulling away with the lead right now. 107-91. It's just looking crazy. Since no, he was with the Knicks for a couple, so his minimum was a vet minimum. You should Google how much the minimum for the Knicks to resign Precious is in 2025. True. I definitely take a look at that. But I don't think it goes by. Let me see. Let me pull up. Let me see. I mean, for the 2025 season, Knicks utilized veteran spot to sign Landry Shamet and Jordan Clarkson. Well, yeah, that was that 2.9 on Shamet. Damn, how much for Clarkson though? Knicks reportedly have salary cap for vet minimum. Yeah, no, we could have signed. We could have signed Precious. We could have signed Precious for the vet min. Now granted, Precious would have took less money to come back. But yeah, we could have signed Precious. Knicks just said we're gonna go a different direction, which is understandable. Which is understandable. 90 was it 91 to 107? Just Knicks is getting ran through right now. As DeMar DeRozan knocked down the free throw. 91 to 108. Let's see. OG bringing the ball up. OG going ISO with IG. OG got no bag, but it's fine. Deuce knocks down the three.
3-point goal.
3-point bucket. You said no. Oh, you must look into the minimum for Precious. I don't. Let me see. Precious minimum. Well, these guys got different. Hold on. Let me switch that. Pull this up. Let's go. Precious, Achua. Let's go with vet minimum. It says Precious Achua recent veteran minimum salary was $2,453,000 for the 25-26 season with the Sacramento Kings. Clark to resign with the Knicks. Yep. Let me see. Let me see. Did you? Let's see. Knicks re-signed Precious Achua. That was 1 year ago. How much does Precious make? Is Precious a free agent? Yeah, veteran contract. Precious signed 1 year 6. That was last year. Was a 1 year 6. Precious is currently signed with the Sacramento Kings for the remainder of the season. Yeah, and therefore cannot sign a new contract with the Knicks right now. That's not what I was asking, bro. It's not what I was asking. For Precious Achua to sign with the Knicks, it would have happened during the free agency period, which was already passed. Knicks were not expected to re-sign him at that time due to salary cap restraints. The roster construction, he signed with the Kings to close the minimum. It says the veteran minimum salary for the 2005 NBA season based on a player's years of experience. For a player with Achua experience, he was drafted in 2000. His veteran minimum salary is approximately $2,446,000. Yeah. So yeah, it's $2 million. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up really quickly. I doubt you can see it in that aspect. Let me see. Can I switch it over to this one? Let me see if I can move it over. Because right here on the side, signing with the Knicks. So we're saying that for a veteran minimum salary of 25-26 for Precious, I don't think it's based on with him being with the Knicks. It's just based on him being in the league for a good amount of time, which was 10 years. So his veteran minimum salary is $2 million. I don't think it had to be anything more than 6. Can I move that over? Let me see if I can do that. Yes. All right. So I'm gonna move it over here so you can see this aspect for veteran minimum salary. Okay, sure. I mean, I hear what you're saying. You're saying that I should put in the exact wording of Precious Achua, veteran minimum, to sign with the Knicks. But that's actually what I said though. Look, let me bring it down. Um, Actually, no, I can't show the top part. But that's what I said. It is a higher number? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Why do you think it's a higher number? Yeah, I don't think it's a higher number. Put that there. Yeah, I don't think it's a higher number because of how long you've been with the team, or if you're re-signing with the team. That's not the case. Like, granted, he signed a $6 million contract with the Knicks. So you're saying that since his last contract with the Knicks was $6 million, he can't sign anything less than a $6 million contract to re-sign with that same team? Okay. All right. Well, you learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. But yeah, I didn't know. I definitely did not know that it has to increase, because I know with Mitch. Well, no, Mitch signed his contract was a regression contract, so it was 14. I mean, it was we gave him 18, 17, 15, 16. Then I know that dropped for Mitch. And then we'll see with the follow up, because Mitch, we could possibly give Mitch. So you're saying if Mitch expires, his contracts expire with us, right? Let me see. The Knicks had re-signed Chua in July 2004 to a 1 year, $6 million deals, making him a free agent. Of course, yes. After being waived by the Miami Heat. Yeah, correct. Yeah, I know he made $6 million from when we picked him up. Correct. So you're saying in order to re-sign him back, our contract had to stay in the $6 million and above range. We couldn't sign him back for a cheaper deal. As the Knicks took the L just now, which is totally sucky. But that's the case. That's what you're talking about. But if that's the case, then I hear you. All right, cool. That's good. It's good to know. I would definitely take that going forward, as the Knicks took that L tonight, and I will have to change the scoreboard now. We are 25-15, only 10 games above 500. We come in to the L, taking a L to the Sacramento Kings, the now 11-30, 11-20 Sacramento, no, 11-30, correct, I said that correctly, 11-30 Sacramento Kings. How did we lose this game? How did we lose this game? Is what I want to talk about really quickly before I head over, because I got to work in the morning. But how did we lose this game? First started out with Brunson taking that sprained ankle. Once Brunson went down with the sprained ankle, we looked like we lost everything. Like, our captain went down, our leader went down. That was it. But then we were already in shambles then, because I believe it was like what 11-5 when Brunson went down. And then from there, my mindset was, all right, Cat got to get it going. OG got to get it going. Somebody has to step up, right? In this offense. But with the offense and how it's being played, the ball is being distributed between everybody, which is cool. You want an offense where everybody eats, right? Do we got Harlem listeners on TikTok? Everybody eats, B, right? But everybody got to make these baskets if they want to eat as well, right? Tyler Kolek coming in. Kolek is 3 for 9. He's a minus. Actually, no. Kolek was a +2 tonight. Okay, so we take that. We'll take a +2 from Kolek. 7 points. Yeah, 7 points, 3 fouls. He had 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and a steal, but 23 minutes. So with the Kolick coming in, giving us some key minutes, I like that aspect with Kolick. But we needed defense. We needed frontline defense. If you bring Kolick in, Kolick should have been pressing from the beginning. From my perspective, I would have pressed. Right? You have them pressing. It's going to take a minute for them to get back on defense, run out the shot clock. Now they're scrambling to see how they want to run their offense. But Sacramento just ran their offense with ease. Like, there was no fight. There was no fight on the defensive end. People want to say, yeah, we didn't make no shots. Right, we didn't have it on the offensive end first. But if we would have played defense that kept us in the game, it would have been better. We were down 20 first quarter. Right? For the entire game. You know, Mikal, 6-round draft picks. Only had 6 made baskets. But he goes 6 for 20. 30% from the shooting. 2 for 9 from 3. It's a lot of threes he got up. But he had 19 points. I mean, if I had 20 shots in the NBA, I'm going to get 19 points. I think so. And Mikal is a way better player than me. You know, Deuce is 4 for 14. He had a bad game. Maybe traveling out west and getting adjusted to the time difference. Knicks didn't show up. Knicks they're still at the hotel right now. I think ultimately that's where it's at. Their mindset. They're at the hotel. Knicks was not ready and prepared to play this game. And you would think with multiple days off to rest and stuff that we would have been up for it. But I guess when your body is used to playing constant, you're good off of that preparation. You take a couple days off, your body's like, look, it's going to take time for that engine to get going. And I think that's what happened. You know, but this last topic I'm going to talk about before I just go into this statistics in the next game and then I'm out of here. It's the system. What are we going to do about the system? I think the system is the problem. I truly believe our system is the problem. Right? The system gravitates to Brunson. Brunson can operate perfect in a system. He takes advantage of it. He works well. He gets himself going. And occasionally that opens up for others. But it seems like you need Brunson to operate that for that style of play. Because if you insert Deuce in that same position, if Brunson goes down, it's not going to work the same. And we see that when we have Clarkson in that position, it doesn't work the same. Or Tyler Kolick. So do we have players that fit this system? That can get the most out of this system? I don't think we do. I think coach need to adjust the system to the players. Run certain actions that the players benefit. That whoever's in these right spot can execute. In the beginning, I thought it was good. But like you said, everyone is going to gravitate and see how they play so they could adjust now. So they know all I got to do is just get up on the Knicks and they can't run their sets. And they're gonna lose it after that. They're not going to know what to do. Because if I stop their 2 actions, which is at the top of the key, the Knicks don't operate on the wing. I haven't seen them operate from the wing. They don't generate points from the wing. Unless, well, on the side, you just saw Cat, get the entry pass and Josh with the 45 cut. But if they stop that and they double Cat or they put Cat and get him out of position, he's not making that pass. Or Josh is not cutting. If they are cutting, there's 2 on the body to disrupt him off of it. So, what do we do? And I guess you could say, well, if the Knicks were making shots, we could have been in this game. This is so true. It's so true, but 19% from 3, you attempted 41 threes. 41. 41 threes. We were 39 for 100. When did we ever get 100 attempts up in the game? 100 attempts. I'm now looking at that. The Knicks had 100 attempts in this game. We only made 39. That's 39%. You shot 41 threes and only made 8. I think this is the worst shooting. Okay, so you know what? We might be fine because we can't get no worse than this. We can't get no worse than this. You shot 100 times. When I gotta look at stat mules to see when was the last time the Knicks shot 100 times. Hold on, let me change this screen and we are going to switch this to this one. I gotta see when the last time the Knicks shot. Let me see. New York Knicks haven't attempted 100 shots in a game recently, averaging around 91 field goal attempts. All right, so it's 91 in a 24-25 season, but achieving such high volume often in faster pace. Well, of course. So around 91 is kind of an average, they're saying. But these dudes, they're saying they haven't. What are the most shot attempts in the NBA game? Wilt Chamberlain had 63 by one. I mean, that's fine. But that's crazy. 100 attempts. I don't think I've seen the Knicks attempt 100. 100 shots. 100 shots. It's crazy. It's crazy. But let's just look at these numbers real quick so I can get on out of here because this is crazy. Precious, the revenge game. Precious came through. 7 for 14. That's 50%. 2 for 4 from 3. And looking at Precious' shot, he changed his form because it looks like he squared up a lot more. And he didn't jump as high on the 3-point attempts that he took. It looked like it was just basic jump, all wrist motion, and it was cash. So kudos to him to working on that 3-point shot. But he was 50%. He was actually doing that in Toronto too. I don't know what. Maybe it was Tibbs when he got here. Now he was like, yeah, chill out on those 3-point attempts. Because remember, Tibbs, Hartenstein didn't shoot the threes when he was shooting them before in Houston. Precious came over, put a halt on that. But Precious put up 20 points. 20 and 14 for Precious tonight. He put in work. DeMar DeRozan had 27, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. You know, Renard had 10 points, but he kind of was a non-factor. I don't think he was like such killing us. Zach LaVine with 25, as expected for Zach LaVine, on 8 of 14, 57%. Sacramento was just killing us. Even their percentage was high with them killing us. Killing us. Malik Monk, he was kind of a non-factor tonight, which is weird because we were so used to Malik Monk, you know, putting on crazy numbers when he was with Coach Brown. You know, Keon Ellis, he had 4 minutes and stuff. Wasn't as effective, but he still played great defense on the Knicks. But give it up to Precious. Precious came and brought that energy. You could tell he wanted it. You know, as far as the Knicks, we got multiple players in double figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 players in double figures. With Mitch, only 19 minutes for Mitch. I'm disappointed. Mitch was a key player for us. Let me see. Was he in a plus or minus when Mitch was on the floor? Mitch was a -3, but 11 rebounds, 8 points, one block shot, one steal, but only 19 minutes. Now maybe he might play a back to back. Maybe that's why he only played 19 minutes is the back to back. So we play tomorrow. But Jordan Clarkson should have got more touches, more minutes. He only had 23, but he was getting into the paint, 5 for 11, attacking. I like that about him. He didn't settle for the 3-point shots. He plays his game and he still gets into the paint. You know, JB was out early. We already talked about Mikal, horrible game, but he still had 19. Cat, 13 points. 13 points. What we going to do with 13 points from our highest paid player at that? Because he is our highest paid player. And the second best player on the team, 13 points. But he did have 5 steals, which is crazy. I don't know if that's a career high for Cat, but he did have 5 steals, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Excuse me, no, that's OG with that. Cat had 4 rebounds. This is our big with 4 boards. 5 boards, excuse me. 4. OG with 15. This is at his average, right? This is the season average. So you expect that from OG. I don't really expect more. You know, when he had those 30-point games and 40-point games last year, he just had it going during that time period. This is something that I don't expect OG to average 30 or to instantly turn it up and put in work. Auntie, what it do, Auntie? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Auntie? Appreciate you. So, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to figure out with the Knicks. It's just sloppy. And Josh Hart, he played 31 minutes, but only 7 attempts. I felt like we didn't see that Josh Hart imprint in this game. You know, 2 for 4 from 3, 4 for 7, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 block. I felt like he wasn't over there. I felt like he didn't go all out like he usually do. And it could be because we got a back-to-back. You know, Cat is the second best scorer on the team, not the second best player. So who's the second best player on the team? Sherwin. I mean, we can, you know, I'm not even debating you on that. I can't even debate you on that because he not showing up. So you're right. You're right. But who? So obviously it's Brunson. Who's the second best player? It's probably OG because of the two-way action that we get from OG. If you want to go that route, I would say OG is the second best player on this team. Yeah, okay. So we agree on that. I can see, yeah, definitely OG. Because, yeah, OG, when he got it going, defensively and offensively, he's locking down everything, getting steals, playing the passing lane, knocking down the threes. He dunks everything. He's aggressive on the fast break. But is the system suited for OG? I feel like it could be better. I feel like OG could be better. And didn't Melo say that too? That OG could be the best two-way player in the league. It's just that he needs to have that mindset that he is. And he need to get a bag too. He need to go see Phil Handy and work on them handles. And get it going. All right. This loss definitely is putting a hindrance on in the winning streak. I really thought that we were going to have a good winning streak on the road. I think our road record is the worst right now. You know, for us to be one of the top teams in the East, our home record is phenomenal. I think we're tops at the home record. I think maybe second in the league to OKC. But on the road is where we just don't have it. But we did beat Portland the other night. I was hoping that this could continue with Sacramento before we go into Golden State, right? A back-to-back, and then for us to play Golden State, who plays fast pace and knock down 3-point shots. And, you know, the Knicks are We give up a lot of threes. Our goal is to pretty much let you take those 3-point shots and protect the paint. We're going against the Warriors. Now, the Warriors been having issues themselves with Kuminga, trying to put Kuminga in trade talks. They're trying to move him. Jimmy Butler, who's been a Knick nemesis for the longest, he's going to want to show up and play against the Knicks. Right? Steph Curry, who almost was a Knick, was one draft pick away from being a Knick. Whenever he plays us, Curry goes to work. Says OG needs a player like Torrey Eason next to him. And Torrey, that could be our Mikal. It should be our Mikal. But Torrey Eason is an all-around player. You're correct. He does everything. But Torrey's like what, 6'9", I want to say, Sharon? Like he's a big body. So he would play power forward if we had him, and OG would play small. So you're saying OG is better suited at the small forward spot than the power forward. Which we saw that when we had Julius. Julius was playing the 4, OG was the 3. And we went on that January stretch. Torrey's 6'8". Okay, well, he's still taller than Mikal. Still taller than OG, actually, because OG is about, 6'7". But yeah, Torrey's actually good. He could put the ball on the floor. He can knock down threes, get into the paint. Great back to the basket game. You want Torrey at the 3 with OG at the 4? I think OG's a better 4. I mean, OG's a better 3, my perspective. But if you think OG's a better 4 and you want Torrey at the 3, but either or, those guys, they can play off each other. So it's really who they match up against, and the spots on the floor. So OG is 245, but that 245, that man he be a mud sometimes. Are you saying OG is stronger? Let's look at Torrey. Let's pull up Torrey. I like to use Hoops Hypes so I could see. Nope. Let's go to Hoops Hypes. I like to pull up Hoops Hypes a lot. Let me switch this over here. Let me go to salary. Let's go to team. Let's pull up the Rockets so I can see how much money he makes and all of that. Torrey don't make that much money too, $5 million, and then he has a qualifying offer. Yeah, they don't give me. Okay, they don't give Torrey's height over here. What they got on the scouting report? Oh, he 215. He is 215. You right. Yeah, don't even put him at the 4. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? 215, 6'8". Yeah, I would probably have him alongside. But then he's cheaper than Mikal. And he's their small forward, definitely. But he got a qualifying offer of $8 million. Nah, Houston gonna hold on to that. Houston not letting him go. Houston is not letting him go. But yes, on to the next. We have. It's gonna be a tough game, but we have the Golden State Warriors and Golden State. So we will leave Sacramento tonight. Sacramento is actually not too far from Oakland. So a nice little ride over and get it going. But that game is at 10 o'clock tomorrow as well. So it's a late game. I don't know. He turned down $100 million extension last year, so he's betting on himself. Wow. So then he's not even going to take the qualifying offer. He's going to opt out and test that market. So he could probably easily get more than 100 mil. He could probably easily get more than 100 mil. DC, you still up, my boy? It's like about to be 1 o'clock. Hold up. I want to see if we can hear what Mike Brown had to say about this game. Because that's what I want to hear.
Give Precious Achua a lot of credit. He was with us he was with me during the Nigerian national team, and he had a big game. He impacted the game in a lot of ways, and he had 20 and 14. But he's a guy that when you close out on him, we want to be the second jumper, and to start the game, we ran him off the line like 3 times. And so we didn't do a good job of following our game plan tonight. You want to close his body and keep him on the sideline and force him to put the ball on the ground and make plays. But we didn't just run him off the line. We ran Russ off the line a couple of times early in the game as well, which created the dominoes or started the dominoes for them to fall. But their entire team played a good basketball game tonight, or especially their starting 5. And so to give up as many middle drives as we did was tough to watch. And then lastly, we just fouled. I wish I could sit here and blame the referees, but I can't blame the referees.
No, you could blame the refs.
Every time they drove the basketball, and they drove it with force. I even told our guys, I said, they're driving to your chest. We're driving away from the basket.
Away from the basket.
A difficult shot.
Correct.
And when they drive at your chest, we're sticking our hands out. And when you stick your hands out, it's going to be a foul. And, we probably stuck our hands out 2 or 3 times alone in that third quarter. But to send the team, especially on the road, to the free throw line, for 20 free throws, I think, in the third quarter. I think they had 20 free throws in the third quarter.
20
that's
free throws.
Tough to overcome. And
Torrey's going to get 20, 25 million free agent. Oh, definitely.
Especially our one-on-one defense was non-existent tonight.
Definitely.
Because
but is there a lot of teams that got the money to get him? I know
night.
Brooklyn is one.
We got to get ready for a tough one tomorrow, but we cannot play the way we played today. This is one of the worst, if not the worst, that I've seen us play the entire year in terms of following a game plan and keeping the game simple.
Exactly what you said in terms of their performance.
The worst game we played. Period. It's the worst game we played. Like I said, it's a bounce back game against the Warriors. It's one of those things where you just keep it pushing. You throw the stat sheet out, throw that, and keep it moving. You must trade for him and re-sign him. Well, no, Knicks is definitely not going to get him. It would be smart for the Rockets to trade him before the trade deadline if they know they're going to lose him. If he's not going to sign that qualifying offer, especially since he turned down the extension. And you turned down $100 million at that. Like, I get it, know your worth, but didn't Dennis Schroeder have a situation like that where he could have had bread for the Lakers and he turned that down? And how that turned out for him? He's a journeyman now, making less. So sometimes when that money's there, you take it. Even Quentin Grimes. I know Quentin Grimes, he's out there looking for bread. Hopefully he get his money, but it's tough now with a lot of guys at the apron. And nobody's trying to spend more money, these championship teams. And a lot of the teams that are under the apron that got money, they're resigning their own people. And they're just building through the draft. They're not trying to pay free agents or lift you top notch. Oh, yeah, the Rockets definitely got a lot of people to play. So, they really put a lot of chips in for this year for them to kind of move forward and get things done. Which I don't blame them. And didn't they just give Fred VanVleet some money and he got hurt? So... yeah, but Knicks tomorrow. You know what? Yeah, I will be here tomorrow. I'm going to go live tomorrow to see what we can do. Hopefully we can bounce back. Hopefully we get some information on JB. I don't even want him to play. Let him rest. This is a pivotal time for him to rest. Let him come back Monday at the Garden when we play Dallas. I would rather that on Dr. King Day. That's an early 5 o'clock game. So just let JB rested so he could be back for the Garden on Monday. So he got a couple days rest. And it looked like it's bad because we've seen JB sprain his ankle and then come back late in the game. Like, okay, we about to turn up now. JB back. We've seen that happen. But for him to stay down and, go to the locker room, don't even come back to the bench, that says something. So hopefully we get some more news on JB for just in general, like X-rays negative. At least give us that, MRI come through, and it's nothing more than a strain, a grade 1 at that. Give us a grade 1. We don't need nothing higher than nothing higher than a grade 1, because remember, he was out last year with that ankle injury late in the year. Then he had to get adjusted when he came back. But we did go on a nice little run last year. Nice little run. You know what it is? I gotta stop wearing this. This is a jinx, right? I think ultimately this is a jinx. I got too excited throwing the cup shirt. It could be a jinx. I don't know. But on that note, Knicks are 25-15. Hopefully we got enough to get it going tomorrow. We play a little bit better. I know Draymond Green, he's going to want to bring it. He always talks about the Knicks. Him and Jimmy Butler. These are two, like, I want this game tomorrow. Like, I'm going to be rooting heavy because it's like two of the individuals that I hate. I hate Jimmy Butler when he used to kill us with the Heat. And I 100%. Like with all, and I'm a Christian, I'm a good guy. I love everybody. I spread love, and I'm from Brooklyn. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. But when it comes to Draymond Green, I do not like that, man. I don't. Like, he talks a lot of mess. Do he back it up? I don't know. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. That's still productive. Setting screens. Playing defense, that's still productive. He was still a key player on those championship teams. But they not a dynasty no more. They not. And his production, trash. But one thing he can do is probably get into Cat's head or get Cat into foul trouble with ridiculous stuff. Get him out his game mentally. He possibly could do that. But we got to come better. Mikal need to come better. Josh, I need you to be aggressive for the jump. Seven attempts is not what I need from Josh. I need more. I need transition buckets. I need defense. I need you locking up. I need communication with the guys. That's that, to be honest with you. So appreciate you guys rocking and rolling with me. We'll be back here tomorrow night again. It is 1 a.m. I definitely got to go. But on that note, it's definitely not Let's Go Knicks. We are out. Deuces, Sharon. Appreciate you rocking with me, baby. Deuces. Outside of Oakland like Draymond Green. It could be possible, DC. It could be possible. Could be possible. All right.